night, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. Let me welcome you to this another episode of the Saudichress show. And tonight, of course, we'll be having a special guest, and of course, along with me, our regular panelists. And right here with me, we have Mr. Lee, the Cuban from Garvey Massio, and also the ever-present, not so early today, Tom Stranger. Blessings, brothers. How are you?
Yeah, good night, good night, good night, good night, Saudichress and all the family,
Yeah, man. Blessings, blessings. You don't
Yeah,
know.
man, up stranger.
Blessings.
Yeah, man, and all the Saudichress supporters who are show up later in the chat. Just remember if you lick the likes and subscribe.
Yeah, man. Most
Okay, can
definitely.
grow a show.
Yes, I want to take this opportunity again, people. I want to big up the man they call Andrew Granny Fraser. Yeah, the man who provided me with this wonderful microphone. Yeah, bad mic.
Why
Taylor mic.
he started the mic, they turn up.
Turn up, man. Turn up, it turn up. This mic, I may have to turn it down away because it's so sensitive. It picked up everything. So, blessings each and every one. You don't know. That's the way to go, one every one, and just to ensure that the show grows. Well, as we know, you're looking forward to your special guest. He'll be here shortly. And so we'll just start until he comes. And we have so much sports to talk about. We have done our own little sports and review show recently. And, there are some things that continues to pull the, the fans out to figure out where are we right now. In short order, here in Jamaica, we'll have the Sportsman and Sportswoman of the Year. I've hearing some little jitterings of the way these things are done, the criteria, so to speak. Well, that's another case. The schoolboy competitions, football, still having some funds going on. We over the weekend, the scholastic teams were out in their action, were scouts from overseas, from colleges, were here looking at their prospective footballers, more so to the US. I was told that scouts were here from Brazil, yes, other parts of Europe as well. So it's no joke thing. It's really big deal. Welcome, welcome, Sir Ranklin, the PRO of the Saudi Crest Show. Good night, sir.
Good night, team. Good night. So turn on the camera. So turn on. Stranger,
Yeah,
Mr. Lee.
Respect, respect.
Blessings, ranking.
PRO, same soon turn up in camera here, sir, so we are look out. Yes,
So
so
But the
you know,
scholastic game, Saudi,
yes.
I heard a little bit more about it.
So give us some insight. Share with us what you have learned from
So
that.
what I heard, like the all select that we was watching,
Mhm.
the, the team that say all select, that's the the scouts or whosoever was there was watching the players over the day and select like the best players that they for their all select team,
Mhm.
and then the all select team play against the all Dacosta and the scholastic and the scholastic team. That was scholastic team, that's the one with the guys with the grades. So
Yes.
the all select would play against them and play against the Dacosta, the all Dacosta Cup also.
Mhm. Okay.
Uh,
you know,
yeah.
Sadi, my concern with this whole game is I think those scouts should have been here early during when the schoolboy football game was winding down to see the real intensity of the games. You know what I mean? My concern is wonder how well these kids perform, knowing that all those games is not as competitive as it was in the Manning Cup and the Casca Cup when it was winding down. You know what I mean? So if you ask court now, you see a guy come play, you kind of wonder how good of a game you're gonna play. The fact
Good
that
point.
it's not that much competitive. You know what I mean? I think those scouts should have been invited when it was coming down to the nitty gritty at the end of the season. You know, when we got all those RD and championship cup and all those games where,
Yeah, from quarter final come up.
yeah, man, that's the time those
Mm-hmm.
guys should have been invited to come watch the kids them play, man.
I
Although,
understand that
although,
part too.
although they probably wouldn't get to see everybody still because it probably would have been a certain amount of kids would have, which team would have advanced to a certain
Yeah.
point, would have only get for showcase them talent.
Mhm.
You know, but at least the intensity of those game would have been up there for kids that really had display them talent. I was
Sure.
watching a part of that game that was playing at Stets, and the energy wasn't there. I don't know if it was me though. I didn't see the intensity and the energy in the game like where they sitting at the latter part of the schoolboy football. So that's my biggest concern about those games. Even Saturday coming, I'm just curious to see how competitive that game gonna be. The fact that that game that RD and Almany game get drawn out from the end of the competition, you get like a full month off.
Yes.
Me I wonder if the intensity gonna be there.
Okay.
You
Well,
just wait and see.
it's a very very good point that you have made, Mr. Lee, and I must say to you, yes, from those games that we saw the other day, and to be honest with you, I did not expect much of what would I say, that high level competitive game, or from those boys. Not because they are tired or anything like that, but it depending, in my whole view, based on what it's all about. But there are two things to it as well. I think they know exactly what they are up for, and I also believe that the Duck All the All Manning will be a different spectacle. Yes, it is a bragging right for town versus country. We have this debate
Sure.
over time of of which league we believe, which of the cups are more entertaining, which is more bigger, which is the better league. Is it Dakasta Cup or Manning Cup? So this all the all Manning will put all of this thing bed to rest, regardless of how we see it. The results and how the game is played is, I can tell you, will be one of such, will bring a lot of bragging to that effect.
Sorry.
Yes, sir.
Me think me think this all Manning Cup, the Costa Cup thing put a bit on Champions Cup, So yeah, just showing jabs at people who support Manning Cup.
Yes.
We brought two the Costa Cup team to the final. A the Costa Cup team and the Oliver Shield. So for this season, we have the talk over the countryside. But I get what you're saying, Sardi. I get what you're saying. Hey, I have a joke. I have a joke to give you guys before we start.
Yes. But
Hey,
you sure you don't want to
Sardi.
give it this? Yes.
No, you see Michael Forbes. No, he say man in the wrong sports, Sardi. Man, tall, man. Me watch the All Man against the All Scholastic. Stranger. Yo, Forbes, tall, bro. The man
Is it
about 6'6".
in
Yeah,
play?
man,
Yeah,
man, a
man, I
giant, man.
tallest player in the league, man.
Tallest player in a D Cup completely, by far.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
man. But quality.
So
Me look
what?
forward to Kahim and Michael Forbes again. Trust me, me like the little matchup there.
Okay, all right. So as we go along, big up yourself, Unseen. The link, I already dropped the link bar, so I don't know what you're waiting on. Unseen TV, or Unseen Sports TV in the house. Dallas Harris, PBA chairman. Blessings, good night, gentlemen. All right, Dalton says still traveling. One of our show fans' favorite. He's traveling home. Happy New Year from Dallas. Big up yourself, Dallas, to you and your PBA members. Big up yourself, man. Dalton can't even hear the show because the music on the bus is so high. Tell him to turn it down, man. Just introduce yourself to them, man. Dalton from the Saudichress show needs some
Yeah,
peace.
man, just see a Dalton right now. Everybody know Dalton, man. A fan favorite,
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah.
Laron said you'll be late, so big up yourself, Laron, of course. Dalton, again, Mr. Lee, Stranger Saudi, ranking, big up. Yes,
Big
sir.
up yourself, Dalton.
Bless up, bless up.
Safe drive home on the bus.
Mm.
You mentioned about Michael Farb very tall. I don't want to even put another sport on his shoulder. Who knows? He's still pretty young. So maybe he going to college or so, and he might very well change if he doesn't have the requisite skill already. But when I
Yeah,
was
I'm saying.
playing the Costa Cup,
Mm-hmm.
I go up against some very tall guys too. I remember Franklin Rose, Jamaica West
Mm-hmm.
Indies fast bowler. That man was tall, and I played against Franklin Rose. You know, there was a very, very drama about that Franklin Rose when he was playing for Homewood Edunalin. I don't remember the exact um, situation, but I think we were playing Homewood at Homewood.
But sorry.
Yes.
But anybody you play against you don't look short, man.
Hey, Miss Ali, what you first? What you first with Miss Ali?
You know, you got a
Hey,
different wave now.
sorry.
Because, no.
But I,
Hold on. Stop it right there.
Hey, you want to man time, you know?
It's not
no,
banter.
but you know, if you
Hold
sorry come about the
on.
thing, man, me have to say something, bro.
Hold
You
on.
can't just slide.
Gentlemen, people in the chat, you should know. Mr. Lee always take the thing to a next level. What I was saying, we're
Hey,
talking about tall, so I don't know how short come into play.
what you mean they shot that for that, man?
No. We're talking
Hey,
about tall
well,
people.
Yo,
We're talking
hey,
about tall
we're not
people.
even coming
sorry.
down.
Well,
We're not
man.
coming down the conversation, you know, man.
Sorry. I saw you think, but yeah, me I said, let me get a joke. I know, no stranger. You see, over the years, you know, me I listen to the Saudi show still, you know. And when me get for me, last summer, I get for meet the man for the first time, and I look, I'm a short man, I see I coming up. I said, yo. It's
I say, I'm
like,
ready for the man, man.
it's just, let me go up there and say, yo, I said the shot, brother. You look proud of my yo.
Excuse me.
Hey,
Sorry,
hey.
girl, man.
So what me I say, I know, in a stranger. This is what I said, boy. Tall man, he can't mention that because if he say anybody he play against, you know. Hey, sorry, but I love to see I play for Darling still, you know.
You for real?
Yeah, man, I love to see when I back them. Because defense,
Where
when
did you
the
play,
last
sorry?
man,
Defensive mid?
the last man used to play.
I play right across the back line. I also playing midfield, defensive mid most of the time. And
Yo,
play
Yeah, man,
and
I just
play
say they're perfect.
and
You're
play
that perfect at defensive mid.
play as a police, you know. Mark
sorry,
out them bad boy out of the game.
sorry. Let me ask you a question.
Yes.
How many kick and miss you have in a game? In a one game?
Few.
Few?
I really can't remember having those sort of bad games.
Yeah.
You know, I used to play this sort of sure football.
What do you mean by sure? Explain that to me.
Sure, me not try nothing when me go on the field.
Oh, you're not trying
Anything you see
nothing.
me do, I want to
Mm-hmm.
come from the training ground.
Oh, you try to play safe at all
Yeah,
Yeah,
time.
man,
man,
sure
calm,
and
calm.
safe and calm.
That's,
One
that's
of the
good.
things that I used to trick people with, I'll not necessarily trick. People see me the height and just feel that I'm just a little, short kid on the field.
Yeah,
People used to think that I'm very slow as well.
we're
But
fast.
yeah, man, them little boy the way so them have speed, man. They cut them down as they say who they are, man.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, sorry, boy. I'm glad some boy YouTube then everyone them time when they are play, we can go
No.
punch in a YouTube and get us some
And
highlight right now. I tell you,
I am so disappointed, Bridget.
yo,
That we can't pick up a few clips of myself. But
yeah, you say what I
I had
say.
some really good thing, man. As I said, now, I remember playing up against Franklin Rose, and they had the first corner woman get against me. And the strangest thing, I was marking Franklin Rose, and the man put me on me top and said, the man was ghost.
Man, hey, slow down,
Hey,
Masari, slow down.
Yeah,
sorry.
Yeah, man, Dallas, come on to defend me, no, man. Dallas, do the thing. The man put him hand on my head, so. I said, Bridget, you think I cricket bat this? Because as a little you, the year before, I think I was like 15 or so, 16. Yeah, I played against him in cricket. And trust me, very quick, man, and he love bunks, I'm not afraid of him. As he
yeah,
pitch up me and knock him, pew, pull,
yeah.
kill him, man.
You
And
look a sharp man, I step up.
so from then we know each other, and him say, I want a shot man, man. Him can, say every ball I go directly to him, That's where I learned this thing that anybody here call for the ball and the penalty spot, them dangerous in the year. And so me and Mark him, hey, ball come over, Bridget, directly to him, I used to him go so, and I go turn his head so. I made that out jumping, man. I
Yeah,
not really a jump. Him just barely I do so because all when man I out jump him stand up on a head ball.
So you spring up.
Hey, what you say, man? The ball gone, everybody pan. Now what that?
So
That's in
Sadi,
19 years.
why your nickname when I used to call Edna Allen?
I just saw it, man.
Then I give you a little nickname
Stumpy.
now.
Stumpy.
Man, like you forget a nice little nickname like Atom. Call you a little Atom or a little Bubble B or something, you know?
Shot boss.
Stumpy.
Yo, okay, yo, we
Hey,
can't
What
really
I'm
say,
saying.
yo, we have to ask Trevor.
no,
Mr.
man.
Lee, you have to ask Trevor, because I will tell you. No.
No, man,
You
you
never
can't.
tell me. You have to ask Trevor.
Ask the question, man. People
Hey,
in the chat will
someone,
tell you, man.
yo, Sadi, you can't go to Edna and get a nickname, man.
No,
You,
listen.
you,
What are
you
the
must have
things
a
now?
little nickname. I'm a little short man like you, we're outstanding and stand out. I
That,
forget
is,
a
that
name,
is
bro.
the thing. They couldn't afford to mess up with this name. So they have to keep it.
That's why I get a name, man. Like you should have name a Bubble B or Atom.
I don't understand this. But you know, one of the strangest throughout my career, very few were, I doubt it much away from when a little team run on a little boy. A very few player, of my stature. Most players I play against are always far taller than I am. No
So
doubt about
Mr. Lee, you not get no nickname growing up either, Mr. Lee.
Me?
Mm.
No, not really, so my uncle used to call me stingy.
Stingy.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Boy, you
Yeah,
some
man. We know
mean,
what that mean. We know what that mean.
mean,
Where does it come from, man?
It's a good one. I mean, something if you go back and ask them why they used to call me so.
Hey,
Yeah,
man,
man.
boy.
Me enough because me used to skinny still,
Nobody wish they would have
But
call you
A
stingy.
whingy, them don't call you for
yeah, that's
skinny or
stingy, yo.
skinny,
I don't
man.
know
Nobody
why they used
ask
to
the
stingy.
Christian, man. Nobody disrespect. Nobody embarrass the man, them, man. Nobody ask them
Yeah,
that
ask
Christian.
them. It's a good one too. I mean, if you ask them, man, but I'm your uncle, give me a name there
Yeah.
still.
I know
Yeah.
all them like my auntie them give me nickname growing up like when me was so small, Lily. All the nickname me used to have when me I grew up, man, Lily. No, me
No,
Yeah.
no. Growing up
gentlemen,
in
if I
school, me no.
start,
Everybody else have nickname and me not get none sad. Me say hate it though, you know, come I want a nickname, you know.
Yeah.
Me I say this a man a name this a
I
man
make
a name
yourself,
that.
man.
All know them
Yeah, but
can't find a
I
nickname.
just feel a name them I use.
I just my name them I use. Everybody just use my name. Me I say what is so me can't get the nickname. No nickname no fall for me.
What is the
Again,
storm stranger business?
Hmm?
So the storm
Eh?
stranger.
You see the storm stranger now. The stranger thing is like I mean I'm a friend there when we used to go school high school and New York now. We used to call ourselves stranger family, you know? And the term come now when we have a brethren when named Tom. And it's like he used to call everybody Tom. He just call everybody Tom. So all you would have named Tom to Sadi. So me I talk to you
Yes.
and I say, yo,
so
Tom,
you couldn't call another
Tom
man
this,
Jerry, yo. I
Tom
say
that,
Tom and
Tom
Jerry.
this, Tom that. So because me I call
Okay.
everybody Tom, then just throw a Tom for me.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, man. I
That
used
makes
to name
sense.
Tom, man. Yeah, I get everybody. So
yes.
take it.
Yes.
Yo, that makes
So then
sense, yo.
just throw a Tom for me and me just put a
Yeah,
stranger upon
man.
it and just call it so. Mm-hmm.
So see you get your nickname there now.
No,
And you
man.
see me a
Trust me.
fight for one and me come like a me make me own nickname.
Of course, if you want, nobody
Yeah,
not say
man.
no. But people,
One stranger boss.
I come from a community and a family. If you are within or surrounded by those persons in my community, I don't have 4 or 5, 6 nicknames. You don't have none. I whole heap of nickname. A whole heap of nickname. You see the Saudi, why it stick to me because I'm afraid I know.
So
Eh?
it's hard. I just shot. I mean, where Sadi come from? Does you shot
It
this
is.
Sadi go?
Let me tell you, the Saudi story. You see, it's I have a brother, Ali. He's older than Trevor, and he make me a truck for me drive. You don't know if you know them long time toy hood truck where man make up and
Yeah.
So when it's up
What
and
kind of wheel the on it? Board wheel.
yeah man, board wheel man. Board wheel and the axle make out of steel, so you have to put a right breadfruit pan your feet,
Yeah. Be
And,
creative back in
yeah man,
ideas.
me I drive that truck there and I blow the horn. So Ali said, boy, me sound like one brother named Saji used to drive one bus, one country bus. If you see that the man there, you know, nobody call you, so you know, Bridget. So me never like it. And most time when the nickname will on for you, the ones you know like. So that's how it stuck, man. But trust me, I tell you, I go through high school and I can tell you more than 70% of those who want me go high school with, including teachers, never know my right name. All them know is
No.
Sadi.
Mm.
Yeah, man. All them know is Sadi. You know, Mr. Westmoreland man, me no hear nothing. What, me
No
no
look
hear
like
nothing.
you didn't get nickname.
I mean, if
Yeah, man. Yard, school, work. My first nickname from yard. I mean, know how I get it. One man call me Butterfly. To this day, sorry, to this day. Never go ask him, can you be right out there? No old man, you know.
you don't know
To
when you call
this
it so far.
day, me no know where. I don't, me get one next
Don't
nickname,
tell
but
me
me
say
know
you
where the
set
one
up
I
a
come from.
butterfly dance, you know. Don't tell me say you butterfly dance, you know.
Stranger, me say, I don't know me, I go ask him. But
Stranger,
this
you
the one
can
at high school,
butterfly dance coming and me tell you if I we match up the
I
age
can't
with
tell you.
I wonder if I
I
because of
can't
your
tell
color.
you.
If I because of your color ranking.
I'm not sure.
man
Honestly, me
walk
have to go
on
ask him.
butterfly. Man walk on butterfly, Bridget.
When I go to high school, me in a grade 7, I mean, I tell you, my voice did squeaky, me I tell you, my voice fine, you know, man. Everybody I turn up and I introduce themselves because when I go corner, you know, every school I the same thing, right? When you teach and you come to the class, you have to stand up and introduce yourself and all
Yeah,
that. So,
man.
I introduce myself and my voice fine like a woman voice, you know, man. So every class, say for instance, we have 6 class PD. Everybody have wait for me to tell them to introduce myself, laugh off of me. Yeah, yo, me used to hate introduce myself, brother. So every time a new teacher come in, I have to do it over again. So they call me chipmunk. That I like Alvin and the chipmunk.
Alvin and the chipmunk.
Yeah, man. To this day, man, I'm hating him. My name stick for me. Go straight to grade 11, 6 farm, old school. Even the girl them from Mount Auburn, that one all girls school across from me. To this day, they still call me chipmunk. One voice squeaky. Let me say sorry, like a woman voice. Everybody voice deeper. My name is Tom Street. I mean,
Give me squeaky voice, no, Bridget.
eh?
He
Give me
gone now,
squeaky
man. He
voice, no,
gone
man.
now. He
They,
gone
but
now.
he would have gone, I don't know for
No,
the.
man, you
But I
still
mean,
have flag,
natural
man.
voice, no sorry. And they pretend nothing, you know, just natural voice.
You
But
should
it
have still
just
have it,
fine.
man. Should have saved it.
That's you. Tell you, man. Boy, high school, that thing, man. Tell you.
Yeah, man, but trust me, those days, and Lee, you know, when you talk about clippings, why me I tell you, I know me realize, even recently I was saying to somebody, me sorry, me never find one clipping, you know?
Well, I'm not love to see that. I'm not like sorry. Because I know say something must night for me get a good laugh. I'll drop up on the ground.
Yes, you know,
Yeah,
of
of
course.
course.
But yes,
I feel
and,
some falling. I feel some falling at somewhere again. Them sorry. Yeah, so man.
you know, what
Sorry,
I
man. I
look,
love to find somebody still who used to watch your play still, you know. John, you know nobody who used to watch you. So we
they
could
even
Yeah,
ask Gary
brother
them
Trevor,
now.
man. And
ask who.
Trevor.
Nah, man, I don't think
Gary,
Trevor used to watch your play. Trevor used to
yeah,
watch your
man.
play, son?
Yeah,
Eh?
man, check watch me play, man.
I've got to ask Trevor then.
Ask Gary and Juna.
Come on, I like to hear some funny moments about you, you know, sorry, on the field. Because I know you're supposed to have quite a few there, you know. Look,
Hey,
sharp man there on the field now, you know, joke.
hey,
Come like shot. Come like Mr. Lee have a problem with shot, man.
Oh, we had a problem with
Yo,
shot, man.
yo,
We had a problem with
yo,
shot, man, but you know.
hey,
Hey,
oh,
hey, sometimes,
man,
hey,
sorry.
stranger, sometimes
Man,
look sharp
sorry,
man,
good
they
at
look.
all on the same
So,
fight, you know.
I'm
hey,
man,
stranger,
lethal, man.
stranger. Sometimes look sharp man, have a little ego problem, but they want to show themselves like, yeah, them
Yeah,
digging a come match up to
yeah,
you
man,
still, you
but
know.
man, say
Yeah,
short,
man.
remember, say we have to do more time short people have to do little bit extra, you know, cause you don't know thing,
No,
the
man.
short
Hey,
thing go ahead, you
remember
And
know.
I
saying,
listen,
man, because them shot,
Mm-hmm.
them think you don't pan them, no, so man, come match up to you. Like I said, you
Yeah.
know, we can't see Sally try to prove himself to all the tall bird, you know.
no, man,
And doing best to out jump him.
no, man,
Can you
listen.
imagine the spring and I shot the foot fish, I shot the out jump that they bird, man.
But you know, all
Not
right,
you.
Lee, you know, that was one of my, what I call, you know, one thing about Saudi, the jumping, everybody always wonder how me jump so high.
How you do it?
When me just go adrenaline,
Yeah.
Buppy, it's a people man, sometimes in company show. I always watch
Abu
Buppy
Pro
and
used
me,
to play?
yeah, man. I said,
Okay, yeah.
wait, one little short man, they can't jump so. And I said, you know, me I go out jump a brother there one day. And I say, yeah, man, as a defender, me I go can't jump like Buppy. Yeah? And then start to watch as a little youth, get an opportunity to watch Anthony Corbett,
Badass.
Badass,
We used to watch him too, man.
and then Rudy Dixon. When them man they go up in the air and jump, the heading is a pass. It's not no clearance most time, I tell you, unless it's needs be. When the man they go up and say, sorry, and the ball a come by.
Yeah, man, that's true.
So I used to practice these things. It's just like every day. I'm a goalkeeper, Bridget. Show it out, give me, and yeah.
So that's something we used to go practice for Saturday.
What that?
As far as the jumping and the timing I jumping and then
yes, yes. Listen, you know, say me can't if I tell you how much goals me score off of my foot during my Dakar Cup years. Maybe 2. I'm think, you know, going through the in about 9 goals me score. Everything off my head. Yeah, man.
As a defender, or you?
Yeah, penalties. Okay. Not penalties, but you know, set plays. Because a lot of people want to mark me.
Yeah, I'm tell you the underrated.
And that's it. They never
sharp boy not scoring no goal, man.
Underestimate, yeah, man. Underestimate the little sharp man.
I might give you a joke.
Go mark him over there, so go mark him over there. No,
hey, but if I may coach me, some nice little set play for your side, you know, at the side, just go down that road. Man, in the wall, and just bend down in that wall, you know? And just start sneaking from my little foot. That's how I score some more goal,
listen, let me tell you something. I could have even take some good free kicks, you know.
Yeah?
Yeah, man, but it did not take a toll on my knees, so I have to leave it alone. But we can tell everything. I have gotten some very good players that I used to watch and emulate, you know. All right, you know, Trevor, you know, a skipper then call him. A captain from school days, right?
Yeah, man.
And trust me, when you see Trevor on the field, Trevor talk right through the whole game. When we say talk through the whole game, he might dictate everything. Me always say, no, sir. How this player go on, so? Why him have to do so much talking? But trust me, I can tell you, they respect him right through.
What position Trevor plays, sorry?
Midfielder, wing back.
Okay. But you know, say if you be a short man still, you know, easy to make it in like a football and thing. Yeah, you have to have some extra skills in you to make it as a short man. A little small short man, depends on how short it is.
Well,
because if you look for the ball
right.
game, most of the short man them will really play ball in a Saudi. And them extra skill in a Saudi or them extra fast, you know. That's why them did it, you know. You can't come regular as a short man. You have to have something extra with you as a short man.
Maybe no.
Let me cut stranger there.
Maybe no, stranger.
Let me cut stranger. Sorry. One footballer I'm saying right now. And he's on a fear team. Liverpool. And more you tell me who he man win any header and he might shortest man out there.
I win all of the head of them.
Yeah, man. If I ball cross their box. Yeah, man. Jesus. Hey, stranger. You ever see one play it, man? Diego Jota.
No, but me have special.
You know how? Yeah, man. No, me talk about the heading part. Yo, as a short youth.
Oh, yeah, man.
Wicked. As a short player. Man, I don't know how he might jump so high if he compete with some big old defender. Yeah, man. Jota skill too. So short boy can play. Messi said we short man can play.
Yeah, man. It has to be short. Big up yourself, Mr. Errol Stewart.
And the next thing, you know, stranger, when they shot in, they have low center of gravity, you know, hard to push them off the ball.
Yeah, man. But you have a skill with the shortness, because you have to be able to can hold on for your ball and thing as a short man.
Definitely.
Move, because if a man mostly, you have a better boy can come to you and come towards you, because if them push them body for you, most likely, them will go out way, you see me? So you have to be skilled. and technical as a short man.
Hey, I remember one time I go play. I think it was. Oh my God! I think we play Monroe. Now quarter final match at Brooks Park, Edinal Monroe, and
In
yeah,
Manchester.
man. For the first 2 or 3 corners Edinal get for the first half, I never go in at the corners. They stay back, and the reason I stay back there was a big chopped in number 9. Where Vasily say, "Yo, you have to mark that boy." Man, big Bridget.
So Basel coach Edin at the time.
Yeah, man.
Vassal
Man,
like coach, Sadi.
Okay.
Vassal was the coach, right, Sadi?
yeah, yes.
She
I
whole
remember,
time, she what 4 years I did in Vassal was the coach.
no, Vassal left me at Edinal, you know.
Okay.
That Vassal yesterday. I should not talk to him now.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Vassal one of the main
Eh, run him away.
Vassal one of the main problem why Edinal never win the cup them time.
We kind of left before time.
Yes, man. Vassal prepare a team in our bridge. And I mean, I tell you, so we have a team I go for 3 years. And for the third
What year was that, Sadi?
when he left,
When you doing your time at Edna, what year was that?
that's 91, 92, 93, 94.
Okay.
So Saudi when him left Edwin Allen, him come a Clarence, him come a Veertech.
No.
And where him go after?
But I think when he left, he went to, was it Belfield? I think it was Belfield.
Belfield. So where they left Edin and got Belfield?
I think him.
Me can't let out all that secret, man, but him go Belfield.
I think him go in Veertech in 90.
I want to hear that the secret half a year, man.
I think
Yo.
98.
Vassal all over. One time, Vassal don't have it, you know.
Yeah, man, I know.
Yeah.
Vassal spent a couple years on have it.
98, 99, he was at Veer.
Yeah, 98, 99, he was at Veer. Yeah.
I wonder which year in the dog have it. Sorry. Vassal don't have it for a couple of years, you know.
Yeah, man, nobody pull me out.
But if Vasla coach Saudi and my schoolboy, Vasla big man, I seen there, you know.
Listen, Vassal coach for my 19-year-old Bridget.
Vassal one them man.
Vasla big man, I seen there.
So,
Vassal man now.
Nah, age. He man, nah, age, brother. You know this, man.
Vassal, well, you know, Vassal was Trevor's assistant at high school. Vassal was the assistant coach in Trevor the high school.
I know all Vassal is, sir.
No, get the chick now. Vassal was in college, so it's during this summer.
Joke. Cause Saudi, you know when me see him, you know, was Saudi when we start watch back the schoolboy football thing and me see him. And when me see him, I think of Rossies, me see him. Rossies, when he was at Rossies. And me I say,
2017.
Good and them I say, yeah, me I say, Vassal Reynolds. Me I say, I can't believe so me I talk to one of my brethren now and me I ask him, say, a Vassal Reynolds that way yesterday have Veertech and thing and the man I say, yeah. I'm there Rossies no one thing and really Martin say him get him a big coach, Vassal a big coach now, get him big coaching license and thing. You know? So
Gentlemen, I can tell you this. When you rate Vassal as a coach, you see? I can tell you Vassal is a better teacher, classroom teacher than a coach.
What subject in
What subject you teach?
Social studies.
See ya.
Social studies.
Oh, math?
PE.
Oh,
Okay,
PE.
so PE. Okay.
Trust me. You see that man they teach, Bridget?
Silence.
Big man, you just want more. Me not tell a lie. Vassal is just this. Yeah, all the things me I tell them I rated Vassal, and I've learned a whole lot from him.
Yeah.
When you see them man, they all drop on the board in a region. It's like I book page, man take out put on there.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Clinic, me I tell you. So no doubt that he is able to, you know, to put across what he want to do as a coach, because as a teacher, good youth. And the man love teaching, but yeah, man. Right now, if Vassal
It's a natural.
I think in my view, if you have to choose between the two, maybe if coaching make him make the most money, then maybe you stay with coaching. But if the money is equal,
coaching never give you more money right now.
I love it, man.
Think them not deal with the teacher them right way, you know.
Till them have to strike sometime.
Lord have mercy, I don't want to get into that on the show, yeah. That's a different part.
Remember, start the show full of education content, you know. Man, one of them day we have to go at night in the Saturday.
Yes, and I'm trying to get somebody for this Wednesday, but let's see what happens. Show is buzzing, man. Sometimes when it comes to these little matters, it's really hard. But people, the footballers are saying, we're talking about English Premier League now. Some serious
Sadi,
thing going on in England.
Sadi, boy, yeah, jump up English Premier League. Yeah, but all the things that go on in the yard to man. You know, have all the president for JFF for voting to come up Sunday, man, and all them things, man.
Lord of
Eh?
his mercy. You can't treat me so, man.
So
Yeah.
wait there,
All
sorry,
the
probably
things that
missed something. Well, on Mr. Lee, sorry, probably missed something. Coach now, better comes out.
Yes, he called me, say I finish up something. So, what we got? 35 minutes.
Me just a check. True, me see like we are go on different topics. So I don't know if it,
Yeah,
you know,
No,
because
never
we just
ask them things.
we just hold up a chat till the guests come on, you know.
Yeah, man,
Obviously,
definitely. At first, true, me see it kind of reach 40 minutes. So me just ask, you know.
okay, so um,
Yeah, man.
couple minutes ago, I see him text me say soon. So
okay, yeah, man. Once the
no
coach come
problem.
on, man, we do a thing and show done. So we could just go and chop up and start. Sorry, what go on
Yes,
in Jamaica, man, with the JFF voting that come up Sunday? You know, touch topic on that.
have
You think go and
mercy.
talk about that too?
Talk,
And and
You have
and
to go
and
down the
Miss
video,
Marley,
man.
Miss Marley retire from the
Lord
girls
of
football
mercy.
team and all them. So
Resign,
I think
resign,
go on.
resign,
Resign,
resign, resign.
resign. Not retire. Sorry, my bad.
Retire defense,
Resign.
defense. All right.
But I see him thing in that, so now she ain't going back, you know what I mean? Although you
Personally,
never
It's
know.
the
Oh
same thing.
yeah.
Guy, now come back there.
You
I
never know
I
still, you never know.
True, that's true.
You know look good.
I
You know
don't
look good
know
still.
if I should touch that Marley thing. I don't
Mm.
The
think I
visa.
yes, I don't think I am well informed, and I have a personal view. I want to say personal view. The way I look at it, right now, I just keep personal. So until me get some real, information, then
Society, so you're scared for your share personal view, don't
No man, he think
no,
corrupt
it's
down a
not
yard
scared.
still, you
From
know.
the ear, you know.
It's not scared.
No man, he
It's
corrupt
not
man.
scared
you?
mentally. But
We know side does not
I,
want to touch the man. Side does want to stay
No man, he
neutral and
think
mingle
corrupt.
and
He
blah
think
blah
no
corrupt
blah.
down
man,
there, man.
trust
No,
me.
and I
All
Yeah.
right,
saw the me attack, you know. But me I tell you, say two think corrupt down at Jamaica, the brother. Me I
Corrupt.
tell you, he
Corrupt in what
well,
corrupt in what way, sir, in
brother.
what way, stranger?
Actually, you know, new Mr. Lee, corrupt, corrupt.
you see,
Eh?
Mr.
Stranger
Stranger,
back brother in the business, you know.
stranger have
Stranger
more,
talk.
stranger have
Yeah.
more information than Saudi, right? You know.
Yo,
No,
stranger
believe me,
know
see
nothing
them.
done, you know.
No man,
True,
believe me,
simple
see
see him
them.
there.
Believe me, see them corrupt down the bad and how them a deal with the football thing right now. Them a move like say, if football is a tie, Jamaica sports is a tie. Them not deal with it like them
A
love it.
ramping. True.
A ramping, them a play with it. This a man a throw it this, so this a man a throw it this, and say, yo, a hot
Yes.
party, them a play with
Yo,
it. You see me I say with the football.
yo, you know it's a
You understand?
stranger.
Until it a go just drop
You're
and broke.
very
It a
little
go just
stranger
drop
easy,
and
you know.
it a go just drop and broke. You see me I say? It a go the man go throw it till
Very
it just
little
drop and
stranger
broke.
easy.
And guess what
Swear.
thing they a go do? FIFA a go just come lock down everything.
That's what you think,
Very little
stranger.
You see
stranger
me?
easy. Sorry. Let me
Big
tell you
man
something, man.
thing.
Hey, side
Oh,
up on the
you
ground
done
down there.
stranger. Come on, you done your pint
Stranger.
thing.
No man, go on ranking man.
Side
Go
up
on
on the
man.
ground down there, so side have to be careful when you talk, you
But
know.
Sardi know a little bit of what
That,
go
that,
on in about him not go
what me I
speak
say
like
is,
that.
Go
Side
no
up
ahead,
man,
on
I
the
right thing. Stranger. Let me see what talk about.
go
Me I
ahead,
say,
Ranky.
stranger, me rate the reason because at the end of the day, boy, man, tell you this. Vex is an understatement, man, because I'm telling you, say, a girl ain't go big over like around a 16 or World Cup and then whatever money business and then resign this who wanna come play all then like sitting there. Man, what am I doing? It's like a tie thing as strangers. It's like nobody know. See say it a affect it thing. We gone
Yeah.
too far. See it a reach to a point where we are regress again and we are go back and that. You know like it. Me telling you the truth. It
Let me
hurt
tell
me
you
man.
one of the
You get me necessarily. It hurt now personally. Some people just talk about football. Some people just like schoolboy football and whatever. But me like the football in general. I mean I tell you say it hurt me when me see where I go on and I play sorry. Like I just a joke thing. You see me? If they don't come back, they don't come back here, but we just find some new girl play. And then 5 years or how much years again for jealous squad well just upset with it, you know?
You see, one of the things is, and I've said this in the past when there was a situation with the Reggae Boys and the J5th, and I said it again recently.
Mm.
First, I'll be saying it on air, but my thing, when it comes on to your country, representing your country, it should be representing your country first. If you're not being paid, and of course, at some point you will be paid, but if you're going to use that to hold your country at ransom, I can't in any agreement with that.
Believe in what I say, Saudi.
I cannot in
Is
any
in a,
agreement with that.
you're right about that, Saudi.
Right?
You're so right
So,
about that.
and
The football get hold at ransom with you, man.
you understand what I say?
No man,
And
but sorry, it's all depends still, bro. It's all depends on how you're being treated, though,
Sir
No,
Coach,
no. If you
hold on.
read the letter, if you read the letter,
It's
if you
all
read the letter, Mr. Lee,
yeah.
All right.
in some statement where Sidela making a letter, reggae girls them no move in a type of way. Oh, Sidela say, Sidela put the statement. You understand me? I say it's like certain things that she say, reggae girls them differently still. If they were if they're sacrificing for their country, that means they should go and play for their country without until they get their money because they have to get their money in the end of the day.
I'm
So
gonna
if you're
say this
making
clearly.
sacrifice, that means that's a part of a sacrifice. If you him, not playing for your country, that's not making a sacrifice.
All right, sir stranger, I have to cut you right there because we are traveling in dangerous waters. No, especially having, you know, a certain individual online or online. Good night, good evening, good morning, wherever you are, Coach Jermaine Thomas.
Hello, good
Ah, is it
evening, everybody.
is it night or good or morning wherever you are, sir? Where are you just now?
Well, I'm in Iraq now, so I'm not sure. The
You're in
desert like looking, you know?
Wow, man in Iraq. Can you
Yeah.
put your video? Is it possible for you to come with your video so we can see your background to see if we have any old
But I'm
um,
driving in Iraq, so it's kind of hard,
bombshell, any
Here?
bombshell, any bombshell um, buildings
So
or
he
No,
says
no,
he's
anything like
but
driving, sir. He says he's driving.
no, man.
that. Ah, him gone. I thought, well,
Same
bombshell and the
thing.
man jump ship.
Eh, yeah, worry about I was just satisfied with the hard alone. No man
Not
gone
true.
totally.
Yeah,
No
now
man
he
gone
got with the audio
totally.
too.
We
He
are,
got with the audio too.
yeah.
Must be Saddam
Start the
take
running
away.
man start the running man half I think man.
No, I wouldn't do such thing. Anyway, Dalton, this thing bigger than all of you. So much. All right, Dalton, bless up yourself. Anthony MG, hope Dalton and Kelly check in on program. Now, big coach in the building. Big coach, gone left Anthony. But anyway, you'll be
Starting
back,
the
I'm
running
sure
coach.
of that. No, I was just asking. I just wanted to know to see how Iraq stay pass. A long time when I see Iraq on CNN or anything like that. But anyway, he's back with us, and of course, we are satisfied. Thank you very much for rejoining us, sir. Thank you. And I hope that you drive safe.
Yeah, man,
Uh,
I'm right back with you guys.
I wonder if he's right back he used to play.
No, I left off.
Left, I will accept left back, man.
he,
No, left
he
off.
get left off our team.
Let
Left
me give
off our
Right.
team.
let,
Yeah, man.
let
I
me give you
never
a
played
drama.
at all.
I don't know if this story will tell the right like how it go word for word, but there was a farmer, popular player to Donald, that he asked the coach. Say, coach, give me a player for left back next match. Can he play left midfield? And the coach say, you want to play left back? You want left back? He say, yes, coach, how you say man down the nice. Next match in the on the bench. So coach,
Mm-hmm.
coach say you want left back? Say him left your back.
Left off, right.
Big up yourself, Gregory Messam, wherever you are. Hi, Elsa Jenkins, good night, everyone. Good night as well. Mr. Jermaine Thomas, the
Yeah, man.
present coach of the 2023 ISSA Ben Francis knockout competition. And not just that, Mr. Thomas has a wealth of knowledge and skills in coaching. He has been coaching for over 11 years, and he has started his trade as a schoolboy coach at St. Jago High School. He also he had made it to the 2019 Dakasta Cup semi-final with his present team, McGrath High. He has coached at Dumble Holding in the Premier League. He's presently the Mullins United coach in the Premier League. Not just that, people. He is also the assistant coach of the Scholastic Takasta Cup Scholastic team. Hope I get that one right. And he has recently rewarded by giving the post of assistant coach of the Reggae Boys, of the Reggae Girls, rather, who traveled to Guatemala recently. Coach Thomas, so many hats you
Hey,
wear.
man.
I don't even tell him that you were coaching at the Michael University College.
Well, I'm no longer coaching there, but I won knockout championship
Knockout.
last year.
Right. So many persons would not
Wow.
have known so much about Mr. Jermaine
Mr.
Thomas. And not just that, people. I want to say this too. While he was coaching at Dumblehold, coaching at McGrath, he was coaching at Michael. So
It's crazy though.
yes, I don't know how he do it. So, Coach Thomas, talk to us about your journey, your so far.
My journey. Wow. 1 second.
Yes, you're getting some. Probably have to turn your windows up.
You hearing me now?
Yes, but start hearing some muffling.
Hello.
Coach, I drive, man.
Yeah, man. You hearing me now?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. I'm driving. Yeah, but yeah, the journey has been a long one. It was never ever easy, but I've learned a whole lot through some hard times. You know, we've been through a whole lot in Jamaica. It is difficult to break through. You guys hearing me?
Coach Thomas, we are hearing you, but you're a bit
Yeah,
muffled.
man.
And with this information, I don't know.
1 second. Let me try. Let me try and
Remember, say my drive
Hold
still
on.
not sorry.
Yeah, man. Probably use a Bluetooth or
Rough
an
go.
earphone.
Let me just try.
Or kind of put up with them a little bit because my drive.
And I just starting about the information
Hold
that
on.
you stay putting on, man. Solid information these
You see, each time I talk to the coach, things get worse.
So I'm gonna have to talk to the coach, man.
No, say nothing,
All
man.
right.
Because first time I talk to him, man, he disappear. I know he has to something and the hard to get worse.
All right, sir. So Thomas.
Back with it. That's it. You hearing me now?
Just
Yes,
press the
coach.
linear. Very good. Go ahead.
Why, Coach Thomas, don't hear at the sound horrible, man.
Sir.
All right, you guys there?
Yes, we're here.
All right, good. You're hearing me clear, all right?
A little
Yeah, man.
better.
Yeah, man. Right here, man.
All right. All right, good. As I was saying before, coaching in Jamaica can be difficult, especially when you are from one certain parts of the country. Two, your playing experience as a footballer. Because if you in Jamaica, it's getting a little bit different or better now. Because if you never used to play football or you're not a past national player or one of them prominent players, then nobody will ever take you serious as a coach. But so it wasn't easy for me breaking through because everybody knows this by now. And I played cricket in high school. I was just a lover of cricket. And if you ask me today, cricket is still I still sit up and watch Test cricket. No matter what West Indies losing, sometimes I still watch them early mornings or late nights. Any cricket I find, I still watch. But for me, the love came from I was at Magra, attending Magra, 'cause I attended Magra. So the love came when I went to college, where you really developed and got stronger. I majored in cricket and minored in football. So after starting learning the intricacies of football with Glenton Hutchinson, may God rest his soul in peace. He was just one of them great father mentor persons you could really have as a lecturer. So he kind of laid the foundation for me because he was the intercollegiate coach at the time, and I started learning
We seems to lost.
Easy
So
connection.
Yeah, man, say my drive still now, so
yeah, man. So I
kind of
understand.
expect it to go in and out. Huh?
Yes, for real. And he spoke about Glenston Hutchinson. Mr. Hutchinson was my assistant football coach at Tenerife as well. My very, very good friend, you know. RIP, passed away some time ago. And trust me, those were some people who played a very vital role in my development as well, you know. So I understand where coach is coming from. You talk about, yes, man, this little man just have one little left hand thing, say my ball, So he will talk a little about it. But good sportsman in general. So you can imagine how he get the opportunity to pass on, you know, to his youngsters. So Anthony comes, or when he returns, I want to say that Shane Nelson is saying, big up schoolmate. Mrs. Thompson from Victoria, all age school days. We do it. Hey, big up yourself. And Romar Garden is saying that teaches me a lot in football career. Sir Thomas is one for the future. And back again, Shane Nelson. Tell them that
Hey, Saudichress.
cricket coach also. Yes, my boss. You sound very good now.
Oh gosh, man. All right, what time you get? What time you get closing? What time you finishing?
I'm not sure when you say.
I can be. Let me rejoin in about 20 minutes. I'm about 20 minutes from home.
All right, no
That's
problem.
good.
We'll have to take you
Yeah,
because
man.
we
20
don't
minutes.
want you to continue to look at your phone while you're driving. So, not a problem.
Safe
All right, no
drive
problem.
home course. Safe
For
drive home
20.
course.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
man.
Good.
Yeah, yeah, man. Thanks much. Yeah, man. All right.
Yes, yes. Thank you very much. So, hopefully that you will rejoin us then and continue our thing. So, people, as a youngster, and he mentioned about playing, if you look at Jamaica's coaching, most of our Jamaican coaches were players. And not just players, but they had some names while they're as a player. So he made a valid point. Now things have changed, and we see this thing more of a career, not just a continuation of our footballing skills. Right, Dalton? Bless up yourself and welcome.
Oh, Dalton in the house.
Yes,
What's
man.
up,
But
bro?
come, Dalton, you have to say something, man.
Dalton just sneaking through back door.
I just
Dalton,
I
what
come
going?
from Wayne town.
Yeah?
Yeah, so
All right,
me
bro.
anxious for join the show, as me come in.
Yeah,
I look
yeah.
for some food, but me say, yeah, well, me come join.
Yeah, man, big up yourself, man. I'm glad for
Hey,
having you in the
Dalton,
Yeah.
house, bro.
That time you see if you take this
Yeah,
a rabbit carry home, you'd just box up that fast, you know.
that's what I'm saying. I'm a big chicken now. Oh,
Big up yourself, Dalton.
Mm.
Real.
yeah, yeah.
Um, Mr. Rankin, PRO, I needed to get in contact with the full
Mm.
coach for me.
You didn't forget Manning's coach. But yeah, man, definitely.
Which coach that? Which coach, Sadi?
From man, from
Oh.
I share my sentiments off here already, so no
No,
problem.
no, no. I don't think ranking have we got to step to the coach.
yeah man.
Thank you.
Him
Thank
I
you,
don't
not
think
him
so.
Mr.
not
Lee.
I
him
But
think
not
so.
him
we
not
have
have
to
to
be
get to the
professional, you know.
coaching sir.
We have to be professional. Me I try to get it.
Yeah, we want. And you see one of the thing people and my panelists, if you were not following last year, I don't just try to highlight those who are at the top, yeah, or those who are climbing up the ladder. But wherever you are in the spectrum, regardless of who you are, I believe that you are playing a very good role, and of such, we
1 minute.
want to. Wow, nice.
Yeah, little stranger.
I can like this man. I want to go for a teddy bear.
Little youth. Me must see a corner college if you come in. You hear?
And it's Clarendon and Bundong.
You can't go carrying on college. You mad stranger and saying up this way. You mad. If a stranger promise me one striker. You might mute the stranger to try to talk. Yeah.
Me they know say man so wicked him ranking. Me can't see him down a carnival. Yeah.
And I me say, only way go a carnival is Clarendon and Bundong. That's what I said.
Stranger promise me one striker already, man.
Sadi know where I say man. Sadi know where I say.
Yes, so as we are here looking at the football, as we said that we're talking a little about um, Sidela and the Reggae Girls.
Mute Dalton. Mute Dalton.
No, Dalton, yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead now.
So we can, pick up back. We won't say much while the boss is on because, JFF is his employer as well.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, man. Make
So
we chat now. Kind of
yes,
there.
we can go a bit on
So
that.
we're back, brother.
So as I was saying though, before, I don't think any player, any individual should hold their country ransom. I've seen it with the senior reggae boys already, and I said, no way. If I don't see a change, I will never ever. And for that period of time, and not even on TV, I watch one of those football from the reggae boys. It's when I hear
All
them
right, so
come
Chris.
back and they make a formal apology and to say that was then. And I said, all right, give them an opportunity. But listen, and some people are gonna say this, most if not all of our reggae boys, if it wasn't for the senior national teams or the national team, they wouldn't be where they are. Some people don't remember this, but remember, for you to land contract, especially in Europe, and I think it is there so now for US, I'm not 100% sure. Your country has to be at a particular status level on their FIFA ranking. So if you're not there, dog damn your supper. As well
But
as if you're not playing after landing that contract, and if you're not playing to a certain level, not the football itself, but playing time, you also have issues in make it to other countries, to other national teams. So we need to give that some credit.
but Sadi,
Go ahead.
Sadi,
Hmm.
with what you just said, right?
Yes,
And in every situation, there's always two sides to every story, don't?
of
So
course.
I'm I'm
Maybe
I'm I'm
sometimes
trying,
three and four.
right. And in this situation, like you know, me from the outside looking in, I'm just neutral. But based on what you just said, if you are working for an employer and you feel that you're being disrespected or being treated unfairly.
Mm-hmm.
So, and you're not happy in the current situation. So, what you're saying, you should just what? Make a blind eye and just keep going at it.
Mr. Lee,
Say at some point, or especially if the situation is a continual situation that been happening over time, don't you feel at some point you're gonna say something?
what I'll say to you, even though you're bringing this scenario, it is a, to me, it is a different level and it's a total different scenario. We're talking about your country. Well, on, we're talking about a team that is not asking you to pay playing fair or to stay accommodation. Good? We're talking about a country which you would have sung the national anthem. Good? To say that, listen, this is where my heart is.
Sorry, I'm totally
I'm not
understand where
talking
you.
about the sides in a boss. Listen
Yeah,
to what I'm saying. Holding
yeah,
the country ransom.
yeah. I understand where you're coming from in the study, but what I'm trying to say though, it's easier for you to say from the outside looking in, until maybe if you find yourself in that situation. You know what I
I've gotten
mean? I
information,
understand
Mr.
where you're
Lee.
coming from. I understand where you're coming from, but until you find yourself in that position, then and at that point you're gonna determine, does it is it okay for you then to look at it from the way you are looking at it and say, okay, for the better, the good of the country and everything, we're going to just keep on
Mhm.
toughing it out. Whatever it is should fix itself in the future. Or maybe just it's just a situation where you just cannot absorb that anymore. And then by you making a stand at some point, because remember, if you are working for an employer and being treated unfairly, and you keep on getting hit, and you say, okay, I'm being treated unfairly. But at some point you might say to yourself, say, you know what? You're gonna make a stand right now, and you're gonna make a stand right now for things to change for the better. That means the persons who are coming behind you can be treated a lot better. Because you make the stand that you made now, you are setting the tone for any players that come after you gonna be treated better than the way you are treated now. So sometimes in a Saturday, it's not because you want it's not because you wouldn't make the sacrifice for your country, but you're gonna tell yourself that, okay, you are working for this employer who are not treating the group fairly, and they can do better and they're not doing better. Yes, you can look at it and say you're going to do it for the good of your country, suck it up and move on for the good of your fellow countrymen. But at the same time, you can say, you know what? Let us take a stand as a group, because the next 20 something players who are going to come after me in the next couple of years going to be treated fairly because of the stand that we're going to take today. Sorry. What you tell me, say?
All
Eh?
right. You want me to respond? Let me respond. There are so many different actions, stance, collaboration that could have taken place. So many different ones. A matter of fact, that wasn't the only stance that they took either. I'm talking about the reggae boys now. That wasn't the only stance they took either. And Lee, I'm gonna say this without any apology. You are saying that the fact you're working for a company, and I'm sure that, Mr. Lee, that you wouldn't come out point blank and make this one-off statement. You would have had some communications or conversation to the line that you're talking about. And you know what hurt me too? May I tell you this? Because I tell you that I get a lot of information. Some of these same boys that we're talking about, the reggae boys, they have been treated worse staff at their clubs than how they were treated. And they would have never opened their mouth. Never.
Sorry, it's not like I'm really taking sides still.
No, it's not taking
I'm
side.
just,
You're
I'm
taking a
just,
position.
I'm just trying to look at it from both ways. I mean, fact that say I'm not in that situation, and I'm kind of counteract for what you're saying still, that they should
Mhm.
have take the stand from looking and a different perspective, say, for the good of the country. And I'm trying to counteract with you now. I say, listen, what if it's a situation where such and the stand that we're going to take is for the future? So at the end of the day, I don't have all the information to kind of justify the stand that they took as a group. But it's just because me having this conversation, understand that you look the way you looking at it, and I'm trying to look at it objectively from the other end. You know what I mean?
I understand and I know to the detriment. And I'm not in support of how some of the treatments that were aired from the JFF. I'm not in support because honestly, I am so much distraught about from the JSF stands as well. The problem that I am having, Bridget, the problem, and it came off again. So the stance that they took would have given the reggae girls enough to say we are going to do this because that's the stance. Has that worked?
Run that by me again, sorry.
The
Me not
same
understand
stance the
this.
reggae boys took.
Okay.
How we see it.
So this, what you trying to say? The stand that the reggae boy took, that's what caused the girls them to
I'm
take their
not saying
stand.
that because they took a similar stand, if not the same thing.
Right. Okay.
Probably worst.
Right.
So that was years ago. And you're saying that they're setting an example that who come after them would not be in such a situation.
Right.
Look
Right.
at
That's
it
the way.
now.
That's the way. One of the scenario I'm looking at it.
So look at it now.
Or a possibility that could be why they took that stand.
So you see this stand. So do this again. If you're uncomfortable, this is what you are to do. That is the stand they took. But it's again for another story. Anybody else can chime in on that.
Yeah. You see, the thing is this, Mr. Lee. When you don't get the proper information of all the things, you might jump and say a lot of things. Like Sadi is saying, there are a lot to it than what you think. And there
Yeah,
are
man.
so much to learn. There are so much to learn about these things because as that old saying say, you have my side, your side, and the right side. So there's a lot into it, and I could say a lot, but it's not my right to say it here because
I
I
mean,
know so much.
and like me, I say, Dalton,
Mhm.
right now, as a person who don't even live in Jamaica for most of my life, I don't live in Jamaica. As a Jamaican from afar looking in, I just want to
Mhm.
see things run the way. I don't care who are the president or
Yeah, I
who are
understand
anything.
your
I
point.
just want to
Yeah,
see
I
things run right,
understand.
and all of the miss up on them thing there. I wish all those stuff would have never happened, because from a person from afar looking, it's not a good look. You know what I mean? It cannot be a good look
Yeah,
for Jamaica
I
nowadays.
was at a Confed meeting
Or,
yesterday and I learned
or,
so much.
yeah, and
Hmm.
it can't look attractive for
Mm.
somebody who would
Somebody
not say,
bad.
who don't even born a Jamaican or don't like to represent Jamaica then,
Yeah, I
because
understand
of it.
all of that
It's
too.
not a good look. You know what I mean?
And
So
all and
so
also,
with the,
Miss
with
Ali,
with all those information, of course, I don't know everything. I like me. I say me I talk because I'm just from a person
Yeah.
from the outside looking in. I don't know the real, or else I'm in that situation for know the inner circle or the all the inner information when I come out to the public.
However, I can
I
tell you.
can't really know how we stand, but me if it does from the outside looking in, that's why I'm just saying what I'm saying right now.
That's
You know what I
fine.
mean?
However, I
But it's
can
just
say to you, Mr. Lee, a lot. You're gonna hear a lot after the election. You're gonna see a lot of things coming out.
Because
That's
this
all
whole
I
thing,
can say.
at the end of the day, this whole thing is like politics, you know.
it is
You
yeah,
take
politics.
one
Yeah,
side, you know,
it is politics.
it's
It
big
is.
you
It
politics.
you
You know
is.
what I
talk it
mean?
simple, but it is as our stranger say, it is politics.
No, it is politics.
And
That's just the way it is.
very,
You know what I mean? So
and
it
even
doesn't matter.
sometimes get.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who running JFF. You're gonna have criticism coming from
We
left
all
and
know
right,
that
right?
politics is
It doesn't
dirty,
matter what.
Look
so we
here,
know what.
look
That's just the
here.
way it is.
Look
You know?
why it's so bad. It's like this. You see,
Hmm.
if it was just a regular person like Saudi or Miss Ali or me or
Hmm.
Rankin or anyone away right here, so going to run against the JFF, it would be totally different. It would be a lot of talks and a lot of stuff and a lot of
Yeah.
stuff about and stuff. But you see, when it come to people already mixed with people already, and them already know
Hmm.
what's going on, them know all like
True, true, true.
corruption, and them know everything we are going. It hard to see them see eye to eye. You see me, so it's
Hmm.
gonna be a lot of fight and a lot of thing. And you see this football and this girl thing. it's all up to me think say all of this with it all of this have to be with this it all of this have to do with the election also because even this letter that just come, look when the letter just drop. The
The timing,
register
the
This
for the
man.
timing,
letter,
the timing of it, right?
the
The timing.
timing of the letter is so weird. You understand
All
me? I
right,
say
stranger.
when the election about to drop. You understand me? I say so. It's
You're
like
right on the money.
you have to look on every aspect of a thing and see which part. It's like it thing. That's why I say it thing corrupt. You understand me? I say
It stinks.
and it
It's not
yeah,
only
and the
corrupt,
thing
it
now
stinks.
just start from right here because our girls them deal with the situation also. I think them
Dalton, be
could have
careful
deal
that
with it
hammer there, you know,
more.
Dalton.
I think they, Mr. Lee, I think they could have deal with it more professional. And they said they was professional in the letter. And how they dealt with the situation, they wasn't professional because
You're
if
right,
something
stranger.
happened
So right.
between you and the JFF, why you gonna go out and public and talk about it in public and stuff? We not go discuss that between in our office, behind closed door. I wanna get to a conclusion. I think we not don't push it out there like a slander on us. Cause if you try
You know
slander
what
me, then
caused that?
me I go push back, you know. I mean, I gotta try defend myself or something, you know, if you push me out there and try make me look bad, you know. You understand me, I say?
It, it's all about fighting for power, stranger. That's why you have that. I can tell you.
There's something I want to
But
say,
but it's go ahead, Sally.
and
It
this will be
thing
my
tough, man.
final part, my final take on this matter. I stand for correction though, but in recent time I heard
The Pampanella.
The Canadians strike against their FA.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't hear. I'm not saying it never happened, and I stand for correction. I didn't hear the players came out and voicing their disgust or their views. They strike.
Mm-hmm. True.
You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And
You're so right.
the major difference I'm saying, P, you already strike, you state where you state, and then you come
Mm-hmm.
out with some verbal attacks and some verbal threats. It can't be good. You have taken three, four actions for the one issue, you know.
True.
You never allow them to act on the first action you took. Mark your people. JFF is very, very slappy dealing with these things. No doubt about that. Very, very slappy. And I've said it before. All I'm saying, that's why I say as a personal views, I have my personal things, which may be not good for the show, right? But truth of the matter is, we are to be patriotic.
And it,
And finally, Mr. Lee, JFF, regardless of what people want to talk to me about, JFF don't have the requisite funds to fund our football by themselves.
so especially the girl team right now, don't one of the concern one of the concern we have even with Miss Marley stepping down
Mhm.
with the girl team is like I just my personal view, I think he's gonna take a hit. I think he's gonna get worse before he even get better. If he should get better, because I think she contribute a lot to the success of the team. I mean, kudos to her still. She set out. She set out. I mean, she was there before Captain passed away, right?
Captain
And
asked her to do it.
Captain asked her to do it, so she came in. I would say her time with the girls team was a success because they would have went to
No doubt.
two World Cup
No
back to
doubt
back.
about that.
You know what I mean? So she came in, she done a good job, kudos to her and thank her for her service and able to put Jamaica girls football on the map. You know what I mean? At this point still is not a good look as far as for the female football on a whole. You know, it just from afar looking in, it just kind of curious to see how it gonna or how this thing gonna play itself out. Because if they fail to improve as of now, going forward. I mean, she is gonna the JFF gonna take a big hit for that. You know what I
Mm,
mean? And she gonna look off much of a hero. I mean, she done
mm.
a good job and she deserved to our credit.
She already a hero, man.
Yeah, man.
Already.
She done her part and everything.
Mm,
And I think you know what happened. I think she'd have stepped down anyway. Still, you know. I think she already done her time. You know.
mm. But
You know
no,
what I
but
mean?
Sadi, look
I
at
mean
this Ali.
the way it happened is just because of the whole politics of the football
Mm,
in Jamaica way it's structured. You know what I
mm.
mean? And she kind of get caught up in a hit and things said and things happen and it just kind of sucked the way it end. You know. But kudos to her, man. She do a good job for her country and move on. You know.
Miss
It's up
Ali,
to
the
who
one
it's up
thing
to
though.
who remain in it now to pick it up and see what them can do from here going forward.
All
But
right.
she
One
don't do her
thing though,
job.
Miss Ali, she by stepping down is like she tie her hand them. You understand me? Say if she could have help the girls them, it hard for she help them now. She can it probably help them from a side or thing, but she not gonna have the resources and all of these things and all of the information and all of these things where she don't normally have really. You understand me I say?
Like me,
And thing like that. So it's like by she doing that, I know say all right, I was the backbone of the girl them team, right? And me a step down. You understand me I say? So by she stepping down, she already know say thing now go there nowhere really. You understand me I say? Because the JFF really wasn't really pushing out 100% with the girls them that they was pushing with the boys them. You understand me I say? So by she stepping down, that means the girls thing is gonna go down also. You understand me I
well, we
say?
don't know now. That's why we're gonna wait and see. You just never
Ag-
know.
Again,
Just have to
too,
wait and see. You know.
Them
ranking
girl and
as
now
the
come
mic
back, you
is
know.
open.
I hope that's not the case. I hope that's not the
The,
case. Though stranger. I hope at
them
some
them
point.
girl and now go come back in a Miss Ali.
But
Them
you
girl
never.
are well
But
left. Them girl are well left
yeah,
and gone.
you never
You
know.
say she left, them
Yeah.
left too. Believe
Yeah.
me when me I
But
tell you that.
but
You
let's
say
wait
she
and
left,
see. Though, you know. Let's wait and see. You never
she
know. You
left.
never know, stranger.
No,
Never know.
I just me saying that, you know, but me between I just that what my thought. If she
Yeah,
left,
man.
them left
Yeah,
because it's
man. I
like
understand. I hear opinion. I
they
understand.
hand in hand, they hand in hand. All of
Yeah.
them is hand in hand. They
But
is like she is like their stepmother or mother-in-law or something to them. Is like they respect her like that. So by she's not gonna be there, I don't think not a lot of them wanna be there either. Because the
yeah.
JFF them and the JFF don't say eye to eye. She was the closest to them
But
while they was doing what they was doing.
but you know, stranger as a Jamaican still, but I hope so. That's not the case. I hope so. You know, after this election, people can maybe come to the both sides can come to the table and maybe come to some agreement. Just
after
for the
this election, after this
yeah,
election, the football done.
regardless. We the man, you never know, stranger. I mean, I say this, I
No
think negative
stranger,
on the
no
thing. You know,
stranger, no.
you have to
I
think.
don't think
Yeah,
so. I don't think the football will do.
stranger. As a Jamaican, regardless of what happen, you know, mate, because this thing is like politics here. You know, whoever run the thing, at some point, them have to come sit down at the table for the
Ah, man,
better
the
of the
football big
country.
and all
We
of us,
better,
you know.
yeah, for better the football and the thing, whether male or female. We must can come to some agreement and patch up certain things, my youth, for the better everything.
Let me
Because
tell you,
without benefit, for both sides, a bagger and nothing not get done. You know, benefit nobody.
the truth is, brethren.
You know what I
Truth,
mean? So,
gentlemen, the
yeah, I
truth
hope
is,
that something can work out, man.
how I look at it, I can prophesy this, you know. At some point, we must have a turnaround. All right, put it this way, gentlemen. Let's put that this in perspective because when I look at how public bodies are run, and I look at it this way because I don't see myself benefiting for this from public bodies or voluntarism. What if Miss Marley was voluntary? They would never have a situation but decided this is it for me and the foundation. No, as Lee says, she probably has done her part. Would we having these same conversation? What the outlook would look like? Are we talking about what the JFF is missing? Are we talking about what will happen? What will be the result of such actions?
So, Sadi, what you trying to say, right? Say, if we never have this issue going on with JFF, then, or the mishap between the girls and the
Mm,
JFF, and everything they was smooth. I mean, they went to this last World Cup, make it to the
yeah.
second round, and Miss Marley decides she's gonna resign even after that success anyway.
Mhm.
So that's what you're basing your question on.
Yeah, I'm saying yes. What if she decided voluntarily to just take her leave? She
And
gonna
that could be
resign based on her timing.
right.
What would be the effect of it? Is it what we are missing, like now the 2.3 million US, or the results of she going? Do you think
I
it
think
is
I think I think I think I think she bring both to the table though, sorry. I wanna think she bring the financial part to the table, and I think she kinda have some form of motivation with the
yes, man?
girls them too,
So this is what I am saying now, sir. All right. Do you think? Do you think in the near future, the long-term future, we probably end up with somebody who could do a greater job than Miss Marley?
Yeah, of course.
So once there's hope. So I'm saying no,
Right.
sir.
This possibility is there.
We have to look at this. People comes, people go.
People
Goes.
go.
Exactly.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And as what Lee says, another important thing is that how do we move on? You see,
Remember,
sometimes, it's not the fall that you fall, it's what you do after you fall.
We have to, we have
remember,
to, we have to find a way to move on, guys. Make no
remember,
sense.
Sadi. Remember, Sadi. After Captain Bora, everybody they say the football I go there after captain, and you see
Listen, man.
that's
When
how
when
football is.
when Rennie Simone came to Jamaica, he came and he set a formula that we've been using this day to help us to elevate our game. Now on the girl side and on the man side, where we mix local player with overseas player. That formula, as long as we don't change that formula, we're gonna be doing good on both.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
But Mr. Lee, things set up different, cause our thing set up right now, and thing him. You see, if them just they love the football and not love money and want to take, cause enough of them attack and say them want to see the country do good enough and want to see the country do good enough. But in at
Of
the
who?
end,
Who you referring to?
no, I'm talking about the JFF, the guys even them in the
Okay.
JFF,
Okay.
like enough of them talking like they want to see the country do better and they want to see this, but they're not trying to resolve nothing. None of these people resolve nothing. You
And why
understand?
is it so
Sadi,
strange? Yeah?
Sadi,
Mhm.
oh, this election, right? They have different election before this. When was the last election before this?
Some 2 years ago, I think.
And was it like this?
In terms of what? The campaigning?
Yeah, oh, everything is going on with the fighting and all of this thing and the
Yes, man.
scandalism and
Yes,
all of
man.
these things.
Yes, man.
The
It,
thing is
they,
this. The thing
let,
is
let me
this.
tell you. Let me tell you something. You see what happened now? The older we get, the more exposed we are. 2 years
A
down the
lot of
line,
things are
we
going
never
on.
we never have so much people in social media bringing across the information.
Mm-hmm.
It used to
True.
stuck in a particular era, so not everybody would get it, like how it is
Mm-hmm.
now,
And so media hosts hide certain things.
right?
They them
So
back certain things.
some things always go on. I don't want to recall it, but it was very dirty the last time. But it
Yeah.
wasn't out there like this.
Always
So
dirty.
No, but
again, it's because of what is exposed. Why we probably end up with that.
Sadi. My issue with this, right,
Mhm.
from a person far, far away, looking at the whole structure, how the JFF set up, right?
Mhm.
Um, I wish it was a way it's structured. No, that wasn't the way it's structured. Where you have to in the we don't call it. You have to in the same group for you to be able to run for
In
president.
football.
In the football, yeah, I think the structure should have set different. Where you know have to in the same group of people in for you to can able to run for the president. Because from my understanding is that if you're not in that circle, you cannot run. So if you have to be in a circle and you're part of the circle that doing a lot of miss up now, who if you tell that if you from within the same circle get to be at the head of the table, how much difference you gonna make if you are part of the circle right now?
One of the
That,
things
that's
I
my
would
that's
say,
my that's my that's my that's my objective about the way it's set up right now.
very good, very good,
I wish
very
That's
I
good
wish it
also the
I
observation.
wish
biggest problem
I
in
wish it
all
would
of this.
I wish it have set up differently where okay, I'm running for president and you will get in a whole fresh group of persons then to put into place
Respect them
then.
and wife here.
You know what I mean, Sadi?
All right. One of the
Instead
things
of
though,
instead of
Sally,
instead of fear come from the same circle within. Because to me, if you're in a circle, Sadi, and the circle now go good. If all of us step on the same bus, a part of the bus I drive, and the bus now the good or not reach where it's supposed to reach, then eh, we have to be a part of the problem or we have to be all accountable
yeah,
because
man.
we are in the same group. To me, that's the way me I look at it.
I,
So
I,
me I
I,
say they should have structured that way where you allow a set of different persons to come in and run a thing. I don't know. That's just my way of looking at it.
I would
It's
love
a
that
big
too,
problem.
but it is one of the shortfall about democratic system or the democracy right across the world. If you're gonna do or involve in democratic leadership right across the world, that is how it is. It is the same circle people going around. If you look into your one big country there, yes, is it persons who are within that particular party
Yeah,
or
man,
who
actually,
align
it's
themselves?
suck. It's suck, man. It's suck. It's overall. I just saw a
So,
thing
so
set up
once
as
you
a
have
human.
democracy, that will never
Yeah.
change.
But Sadi,
It's
I
sad,
hope, I
and
hope,
that
I hope everybody still, cause like me, I say,
But
ever since Rennie Simone stepped foot down at Jamaica, I think the football have taken a
uh,
turn for the better. To me, for a turn for
even
the
about
better.
the quota,
And the
Mr.
success,
Lee.
upon
If
the success, me I come this for the success are both male and female. I'm just hope say boy, whoever running it, the man can come together and for the better of the island still. Put things into plate. Whatever mishap happen, come on, we have smart Jamaica and that Jamaica, yo. We can fix those problems. Learn from our mistake and fix things. Because at the end of the day, no matter who are running things, if we don't come together as one, it's not gonna work. And you're gonna always find people gonna try tear it down. How when things that go good, my youth, you'll find people want to tear it down same way. People
you
just don't
must
want
have.
to see no good happen.
And again, because of the
You know?
democratic system where you have
Yeah.
one leadership and you have a opposition. But before we go any further, let me hear from Ranking because we see you're saying about the bus.
I don't know.
It's a PRO.
No, man, I don't know. I don't know what to time.
I,
Um,
I've been calling you out a few minutes ago. I'm going to hear your response.
yeah, with regards to all our, yeah, listen, everybody has said still, my two cents and everything, if I even for free, and you play for the country, if you do it. But my overall thing for everything starting, I believe, say, this whole thing, the ego, started between me
Yeah, man.
and
Yeah, man. An egoistic thing,
too
man.
much,
For real.
yeah, too much ego is like, if you're not forward, no problem. And he must say, but if you're not forward, you can't do better than but you can't do one. Too much ego, and I just the footballer so far as me, I say sorry. So I no. You can do better. You can do better. I swear, that one go on right now. But we see what going when the elections in coming. But the biggest advocate for the Reggae Girls was Sidela, and now she resigned to whatever she's gonna do now. So that's another big hit. The coach that qualified the girls are no longer there. So there's a whole lot of things that are changing. So let's just see on that standpoint. So that's all I really have to say so far. I think the men's team is coming on so much better than the last time I really saw a big crisis. I think there's a lot more to do with regards to playing, but I think the administrative stuff, the guys are going well so far. The men on the panel can correct me if I'm wrong. I don't remember much administrative trouble with the reggae boys last year, but there's a lot of problems with the girls. So I don't know if it's
You mean in terms of
and
salaries?
yeah, like
uh,
salary and
Uh,
big issue.
Yeah, man.
I,
No,
I,
man.
I,
Once, let me correct you on that one.
yeah, man,
What,
correct me.
what,
I
once,
stand corrected.
once there's a team to travel, there's a problem.
Right.
Them never
So,
have no traveling issues the other day still Saudi
no,
when them
listen,
a
no, man.
travel.
Yeah, listen, no, hear me say no, boss. I know everything come out. All right, you're right, Tom. You're right. But I can tell you people, 90% of the time, any team to travel, whether it be youth teams, youth in female are males, or the senior teams, there's an issue with traveling.
That's true. That's
90%.
true. That's true.
And
But
I can
since last year when certain people join up with them
with
and
certain
stuff,
people.
we
Don't
don't know
call
if
on
me
it. You
fi
don't have to call
call.
on
We
name.
don't know if
You
me
don't
fi
have to call
call
on
Certain
no
name.
people,
name.
man.
No,
Certain
listen,
people join up with them still is like the traveling have been better. The
big
traveling
man.
arrangement and stuff like that have been better for the senior reggae boys team.
Listen,
I'm talking about.
in recent travels, there
In
was an hiccup. Well,
recent travel,
it's a recent travel, there was an hiccup.
with the player that didn't attend because of certain
That's
reason.
one of them.
That's a different type of thing. And not because of really
Ah,
traveling
listen,
issues, man.
Brethren.
Only
that,
for different thing behind the
me
one, the
say that
boy.
is one of them. But as you say, the latter stages may sound good.
hmm It was better in
Damien
the latter stages.
Shuku Kelly, welcome, sir. You're late, but you are here. What say you?
Good night. I've been waiting
Shukudan.
so long to be let in.
No, 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 no. You couldn't be waiting long. As you jump in, me let you in. You not pay attention.
Shoko,
Shuku.
No, not just to be let in. To
oh,
be
In
to
the
say
embedded on the
conversation.
show.
to say your
Yeah.
piece, to say your piece. Good night, Shoko.
Yes. Good night. Good night to the panel. Good night and good night to the
Welcome
most
to the Saudichress
honorable guest.
show. Yeah, man, welcome to the Saudichress show. I have to introduce you all over again because it's been a while, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's been
man.
a while.
I mean,
Yeah.
I don't want to make Shuku come and get with nothing, you know. Shuku company show so late and now talk about it's been a while. Him have to wait. You should have still wait.
Pick up yourself,
That's true.
Arsenal. Right from Liverpool, yes.
Careful.
I'm sorry about that. I
Careful.
waited. I waited for this show and I fell asleep. I'm sorry about that.
Boy, you
These
been
were Liverpool game must have dropped it.
you,
I
you,
beat
you
better
been
drop asleep.
you been falling asleep lately, you know. All I miss up and all them thing, you know,
Yo,
Shoko. What's
man.
going on, bro?
Yo.
The
It's
beating one
not an
Liverpool game, he
Arsenal
must
night.
drop asleep.
It's
Desrin
Mr.
Ferrat,
Thomas
good
night.
night.
It's
Good
not an
night,
Arsenal
everyone.
night.
Oh, the beat when you get with me academy boy them, you must drop asleep.
Where's the coach?
It's soon here.
Man,
And that you ask,
man.
you don't even know what, you just come in and ask the coach. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Of course. Of
A
course.
discussion, if you go on 15 and go on talk
No,
or something.
I wasn't even listening, no gentlemen. I just came on the show. I wasn't even following. I
We're
don't know
discussing the
what's going
football
on.
federation thing. JFF we are discussing.
Oh, so Shuko, let me, as the PRO, let me catch you up. So we want to know your thoughts on the current affairs of the JFF and the male and female teams. What are your thoughts on how things have been going or not going for that matter for the past year or so for the reggae girls or reggae boys? What's your thoughts on those teams and the administration?
Well, to be honest with you, I don't follow the women football a lot.
Okay, fair
I'm
enough.
gonna I'm gonna be honest. I don't follow the women football a lot, but it's a big drop off the women football from the captain was there to know where this gentleman is in charge. It's a big drop off, but saying that to say I don't think the voters, the delegates will give the new gentleman a chance. I think they will continue with the same old system because it's more beneficial to them all. more beneficial to them all. So I don't give them a vote of confidence. I think it's just we're at the roundabout. It will be the same thing come back all the way around again. So I don't expect a lot.
You know,
So
maybe be positive still. I think things can get better. You know.
with a
Definitely.
different one in charge, or the
It can't
same
get worse.
same Mike Ricketts.
So,
It
hey,
can't get
listen,
worse.
listen.
Anyone
Hold on, hold
going
on,
on the
hold on, hold
same
on,
thing, you know?
hold on. Damien,
Mr. Lee,
Damien,
it can't get
Damien,
worse, you know.
Damien, Damien, Damien. Listen, the thing
Yes,
is this,
Sir
you know.
Lee.
It doesn't matter who out of them two guys are running for president. I see him in a circle. You know, make no difference to me. I see him circle. I
Basically,
forget.
because they were all there. They were all there
Right,
together.
right.
The
It's the same
gentleman was a
circle.
part of it before.
Right, right.
Raymond did it before
It,
my crickets, you know.
exactly. So to me, no, it just more of the same with all
That's why I
those
said we were
votes.
at the same roundabout, Mr. Lee. We're at the
Right,
same
right,
roundabout.
I
right,
can I
right.
can
But
put
what
some
I'm
scenarios.
hoping for though Shoko is that after this election we can put things behind us and learn from our mistake and move forward. You know, man,
Okay.
for the better of the island. See. You know what I
The
mean? Whether
I would,
from the
presidential
girl,
I would
and
hope
not
whether
so,
whether
yeah.
serious.
whether 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 from the girl side or from the male side, the formula is already there. You know, the formula is already there where we can continue to use to make the football better. Because ever since when the Simone come to Jamaica, football been better in a better direction. That is my view. So
And not
all we have to do
not
is
enough
work
people
on the
do
little
know.
mistake, work on the mistake and the mishap what happened in the past, man. Correct certain problem, man, and things can get better. Even on the girl side. I tell you,
Mm.
and that me I hope for.
I
Yeah,
hope
but
for the
Mr.
same
Lee, you
as
say
well,
some
Mr. Lee.
people are in
Yeah,
a
hope for the
JFF
better.
now. Some people want one thing and some people want the other. You understand me? I say just like the quota thing. Me just a find out about the quota thing with this the U20. You understand me? Them say them have a 7 player quota system. 7 player from overseas can go on the U20 unless the coach have reason why he need them other players, more players than the 7. You
So
understand me, I say?
so you have a
And
problem with that, Tom?
eh?
You have a problem with that?
Me have a problem with it, yes, because really and truly you should have no quota system on a U20. Like a quota system can depend on a U15 and then because and a younger team like a development thing. But when you play U20, you know, a professional thing that for
You
really
want
and
your best
truly.
for out there for
You
real.
understand me? I say so you want your best players them out there. You understand me? I say so it's like when we get from that is like some people in the federation wanted no in European players, some wanted more European players and stuff like that. So it's like they have to come to an agreement of 7. So everybody, the whole party, everybody could be okay with the 7. So you understand me? I say so it's like it would it, it would be none or 7.
Yeah, but
You understand me?
from my understanding what you're saying, not Tom, right?
Yeah.
When you say quota, the quota mean that any person that coming from overseas would have born at Jamaica, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Right. So I'm just saying, me not say, well, my view, me not see nothing wrong with that because at least if me say, okay, you have a limit of 7 players, and so that's gonna give our local youth the opportunity to be on the team, right? Cause
Yeah.
you have a 7. But not only that, neither that don't mean say the 7 stick and you can't use more than 7. You only have to give a reason if you want to use more than the 7.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like it's a cap for say 7 and you can't use no more than 7. It just
No
that's if
man,
you use
no.
7, if you use 7 and you want to use more than 7, you have to just
Mm-hmm.
it's just like me at the boss, you know. I'm gonna give you 7 candy and say, all right, well, like 7 candy, then you come and tell me say you want 8. You have to give me a reason why you want an extra one. That's all it is. So to me, that only give the local youth them opportunity to make the team. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. Still, my personal view. I think that's
So
a
me
good
like
thing.
ask you,
Huh?
I
Um.
believe. I believe
hmm?
the quota for any youth team is good. To me, if you're gonna take in and take the under 20 as you said, Tom, to win at all cost, and because you believe that the under 20s in Europe are in CONCACAF, let's say USA, Canada, North America, if you believe that they are better because they are played in more professional league, that means at what stage will our boys get that level of exposure experience?
No. Tell you what me say about that now, Sadi. It's not like no Jamaican players not going to make it. You hear that? Professional players, right? Professional players. That means when you're 17, 18, you have to play professionally if you want to make that U20 team.
Yeah, but the opportunities are not here, no, boss. We don't want to forget that we'd love to see all our 15-year-old playing amongst the professionals. But we don't have that opportunity.
But
We are
but the thing is,
far
They
away
need to start do
from
that. They
having that.
need to start
No,
do
but
that.
look,
They
all right.
need to start do
Who,
that.
who will
the
start?
thing is,
How will it start? Hold on a second, Dalton. Look, let's take this thing here into perspective. We now have, are we having a professional league or a semi-professional league in Jamaica? So we're
No
having a professional
professional
league.
league, man.
Can the players who are playing in the Premier League, can the salaries that they got paid can take care of them and themselves, them families?
Me not think so.
That, so therefore, in my view, that can't be a professional league.
semi-pro, semi-pro, that
My thing,
aside from the
when
money.
you come into the professional arena, one should be paid as such. And so he or she can just concentrate on, on their job, which is the work or the
Yeah,
playing of the football. There are so many of us they're playing football and have to have them 9 to 5 and then go play football or go train.
but
So how can you tell me, say, you're in a professional situation when you cannot pay me? So me can comfortable train as required, be as you required. So we are
And them
far
a
away.
feel it. And them a feel the youths them then Saudi.
Who's
You see
them?
me?
Who's them?
The whole federation, the whole Jamaica
No,
football system
it's
and
not just the
all of these
football
things.
system, it is
You
corporate
understand me? I
Jamaica
say.
too. It is
You
corporate
it's
understand me?
Jamaica
I
corporate
say the
as
Jamaica
whole
you
well.
have to blame
system.
because the club
Them a
them, but the
feel the
club them
youths
not the
them
money to.
because really and truly Saudi. If you look upon it really and truly in a real life Saudi.
Mm,
If you look upon it and look upon it in a wider scale.
yes.
I wish 19-year-old you see us play schoolboy football nowhere in a nowhere. Otherwise from Jamaica. We
We
say them
can
are
tell
gonna
you
make
something.
it, we say them are go professional and say them are them are football them are pursue for them career.
We can tell you something, sir. It is what it is. In US, in England. Good? Here people are chat about this thing. I'm going to start help you out and we're going to count them big team and tell me how many 19-year-old them have in them team, in them first team. Let's start that way.
Saudi, you know, may I stop you for a second?
Yeah, go
One
ahead.
second. You don't have to go in a big team. Them now for play in a Manchester United, Arsenal,
Big
and
man, and
Chelsea,
when me say
and
big
all
team
of
at
them
Premier
team
League,
there.
me
No.
attack. All right, now Premier League, me attack.
But Saudi, you know, if you go Premier League, all the lower league out from a Premier League better than Jamaica League.
It is better
That
because they have the
and the
resources.
next one and the next one lower than that better than Jamaica Premier League,
They
and the
have the
next one lower
resources,
than that better
boss.
than
Stranger,
Jamaica Premier League.
stranger,
Yeah, may I listen to you, dog?
stranger. You know why our football can't be better? Because most of the team they're not getting the sponsorship as Sir Whitaker tell you the corporate Jamaica not coming on board. So it's really difficult for your team. You know it's hard to find money to run a team and them something.
Hold on. You think all that? Look
Well, on
how,
there, I'm jump in,
Hold on,
sorry.
let
Jump
me
in.
finish. Hold on, let me finish.
go on, Dalton.
Come on. I love when you come on
Because
to the business part.
when they not run a team now, I mean understand what going on with it. It's hard, even when people nobody now come on board. And the best thing of all, Jamaica, them have to see a win first. You get like a sponsorship, and even when you print some card and say this, a man just look on the card and say, yeah, what, check me back. May give you something on the card and them something there. We have problem running our major league team right now through the same something there. Most of what we get up from overseas sponsor. The people them in the ear and them something there. Even when they see a team or win and them something there, them still feel for them something. So football can go be better if we have people coming on board and supporting the team. Understand? So you imagine some of
Alright,
them Premier League team, yeah, the problem they have.
Cardi.
Understand? Cause I
Yeah.
go and more he asks of you.
But Sadi,
Hold on, Rankin wanted to say something. Let him come in before. Rankin?
We jump on like it.
Yo, sorry about that. Yeah. So may I say,
Right.
when it comes down to the business standpoint, I love to jump in because the thing about it is,
Yes, businessman.
when it comes down to the whole aspect of a product, because football is a product, whether we like it or not. This, let me even come back to the schoolboy football thing. People need to understand, this schoolboy football thing, sorry, is not something where it was supposed to be just like PE then among other schools. I'll quite reach. Because at the end of the day, Dalton, it's a product, man. This schoolboy
Yeah,
football thing is a product, Dalton, and I know place in the tell you.
we all know that.
Yeah,
Bragging
man,
rights and all
millions.
kind of thing like that.
Yeah, man, when you come on, when you see
So,
sports match, I say, how much million, and then KC say, hold this, how much million.
perfect.
Power Aid say, hold this a million. So it's all about what they can get back. Nobody is going to invest, I would say, in something that they are not getting back. That's just the reality. So let's say I'm a business owner and I have let's say for Petersfield State then in Westmoreland. I can sponsor this Petersfield team. But then again, if you Dalton as the coach or the owner or whatever come to me and say, hey Ronald, say more you're the sponsor, me want 500,000 to get this and get that done. But if me say nobody now come and watch a game them Dalton and you get me I try to say me no want invest my money and there's no returns. You get me I say Dalton? That is
So
just
why
what
do you
me
think people
think
don't
still.
come watch the game then? Why do you think most people don't come watch the game then?
Alright, that's one next thing to Dalton. There's two things.
Okay.
Number one, I believe say a lot of people they're not real supporters of football in Jamaica. They only say that. A person a person can say my support Mr. Lee and study and stranger and when you come on to the actual support in the day, you ever hear a person say no matter what man, anytime you can call me on. But if you come and if you call him in Mr. Lee,
Same
call
thing
him
I'm
and see if he
saying.
can help you. Yeah, man. So,
Nah,
yeah, people you say, yeah, man, you're a football fan. And when you come on to it, and you just say, all right, hold on, make up then and do this and that. They're not going to do it.
the thing
So,
is, Ronaldo, a man will
mm,
buy a Liverpool shirt for $20,000, but he not buy a Arnold shirt for
ah,
$1,000.
ah,
We
thank
talk
you.
football, but we don't love the football. You see me? We
You
like
Then
see?
it
I
and
love
sit
it.
and talk
You
about
see
it,
me,
but
Yeah,
we don't
stranger?
love it.
that's
We
it,
don't love it.
stranger.
Then,
We
then I
talk it, but
love,
we don't
then I
love
love,
it.
then I love it, stranger. Then don't love it.
Mm-hmm.
Let me tell
Talk
you
them
something.
attack, bro.
You see, if JFF was smart, as how I believe they should,
But me get your point, Dalton.
Mm-hmm.
if I
Go on,
was
go on, sorry, go on, sorry.
if I was marketing JFF, and I hope Mr. Raymond Anderson has something
Listen,
like that up his sleeve,
Yes,
saying that,
that's what the word. That's the word I was looking for. Sorry, marketing. Go ahead.
Raymond and this and that win. We can't tell her that.
well, listen, me never talk about win, brother. Me not talking about no win. Just listen to me.
Go on, sorry, go on. Cause you know, say myself to jump out.
Hey, I'm
If
not getting any feature on the show.
but to not
Oh
hear me
God, Shoko.
try
Oh
try,
God.
man. No, Shuko.
Shuko,
Yeah,
you know, come
man.
in when
Yeah,
you're ready,
man.
Shuko,
Chuko,
man. Come in when you're ready
jump in
now.
a conversation, Chuko. We not,
Back
I don't want to go above everybody, but it have to
then
go around in a
Jennifer and
circle.
Shoko.
I'm
All right,
not
Shuko.
getting my chance. I'm
No,
not getting
Shuko,
my
come
Back
in,
high
man. Oh, we don't
class.
know if you're ready to talk, Shuko, man. If you're
I'm
not,
Back
gonna
high
I'm,
class, Shoko de Sadi. Back high class.
I'm, I'm gonna finish my statement and then Shuko come in.
Finish and make Choco get him statement, Sir Charlie.
No, I'm talking about the marketing. And
Mm.
Ronald just spoke about
Excuse me.
the money spent on schoolboy football.
Enough money, man.
You only talk about the known sponsorship. You don't talk about the sponsorship for the schools.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if I am marketing JFF, this is what I'll be negotiating with these sponsorship. Water, whoever they are, Gatorade, you call the names. I'm not afraid because we can big them up after we show. Give us, help us stretch your dollar. So give me $5 out of the $100 you give to schoolboy football. Because those about these same schoolboy football, we want to bring them at this level.
Yes,
Yes?
true.
We don't want no big money. We just love to be a part of it. Yes? And we also gonna showcase you. Now listen, when you go to the stadium, you know, inside of the stadium is only the sponsors water or drinks selling.
Mm-hmm.
You get what me I say? So at some point there will be returns. When you used to market, I remember back in the day when Red Stripe used to market this Premier League. And under every cap of a Red Stripe, you find a team name printer, you get something like these. And you have some winners if you find something under the cap. Pepsi do it from time to time. Use that to market the teams. And you see if your product don't get involved. But
True.
guess what? They won't do that, unless there's somebody calling to them and say, this is how we can share the thing. Nobody gonna jump to JFF. They will jump to Cornwall and Clarendon College because those are the schools that they attended. Nobody may attend JFF High School.
The school have
Sadi,
more
not
Yes,
brand.
again.
man.
Sadi.
The
I
school
mean,
have
I
JFF
got
have
to
to
spend the
go
money
out
for
the
there.
corner, you
school
know.
the
JFF
school
have to
have
Yeah,
the
we
go
got to
out
brand,
spend the
there
you
money.
know.
and
Yeah, we spend the money for corner.
find the ranking and them people who have this whole heap of money and spend on Cornwall and say, we get $5 out of
Them,
$1 million, man.
Yeah,
Yo,
man,
yo,
we
Sadi.
have to the
yo,
truth, Charlie.
Bob
JFF,
Marley.
JFF, them not have no idea, Sadi. The JFF people, them in a JFF, them not have
Music,
no.
the music.
How
Whose
would I,
music is that?
We turn him
Sadi, it
off
look
now.
like,
That's
it's
how I
like
play Bob
them run out of ideas. Them run out of ideas, Sadi. Them not have no ideas up there. Them not do no changes. Them not try to do nothing to make no changes, nothing to improve nothing. It's like them run out of ideas.
Get Damien come in.
Shuko. What's your say, Shuko?
Yes, gentlemen. All right. In regards to the corporate Jamaica thing, rank it and most of what I wanted to say. But
Yes.
Dalton, you see, in this business of sport, the question is, what can you do for me? Because Dalton,
Wonderful.
why should I sponsor you when only 5 man and a dog come to your game? Why should I sponsor you? You have to build your fan base and all these things before you expect the corporate world to jump on it. It's a sad reality, but it is what it is. It's about what you can do for me. Now, Dintil as a schoolboy team is sponsored by True Juice, a local company in the surrounding area, and it's because of the consistency of Dintil. It's because
So
of the
what is it they
consistency and
gain?
the
What they gain
behind
from
Dintil.
sponsoring Dingtail?
What they gain from sponsoring Dintil. When they reach the semi-final, you see the big boss of True Juice himself be there with all his brand people and together. True Juice is getting a lot of traction behind Dintil.
What is True Juice getting in return? That's what would I like to know. You think they are getting something in return, business wise?
Well, even though True Juice is one of the main sponsors of the customer, to know that they're also personally sponsor a team that would have reached the final and the final. You don't think they get a lot of traction from that as well?
What they are getting in
No, I
result
don't want
for
you to ask us. I want you to tell us
No,
because what you're
they're
saying.
asking legitimate questions, Shuko. Do
them,
you know, like,
returns are
And the returns we're talking
just
about, you know.
I think though, Shoko, to answer your question, I don't think True Juice is looking for a return from Dintil though. I'm
Yeah, but why
assuming.
why they choose why let me tell you the teams in the area. You have Magrat, you have Bagwak, you have Charlemont. Why they choose Dintil though? Bagwak is even closer to them.
No. Hola. That question is if you answer, no, Shoko. Is the
Why?
contacts?
Easy,
Is the contacts?
easy.
Is the contacts?
And
No, man, it's not just the contact, man. It's the most consistent team in the area, man. So
Shoko.
you're gonna go with the more popular team, the one that is more
that
successful.
is
It's not
true.
about the
Shoko.
contact, man. Come on,
Hold
Sadi,
on.
that
don't
I
do that.
think so that is one apartheid
Don't do
also.
that,
Shoko.
Sadi.
That
Don't say
is
it's
true.
just the contact.
You hear how you reason, Shoko? You ask me a
No,
question.
it's a fact.
Listen, no, man.
It's a fact.
Stop chat nonsense, no, man. Listen to what me
Yeah,
I say,
coach, you
bro.
just come on,
No
Sardi.
man,
Yeah,
some
man.
of them must make sense in a side.
No, you and me I say.
Sorry,
It's not what
sorry.
he's saying, me I call nonsense. It's what him I tell
Okay,
me,
okay.
say. Me need to do that. So it's not disrespectful to you, Damien, why me say that. What I'm
Go ahead,
saying, you
Sadi.
ask me, and I'm saying to you, the contacts, the fact of the matter is, how long have True Juice been sponsoring Dingtail? Long before them start put them name on Dingtail jersey. Personally, when I used to coach, I used to get a little thing from them because me go in, I me beg, I me put, I me that. You get what I'm saying? So
Mm.
what I'm simply saying is that marketing is very, very important. When me I look sponsorship when I was at high school, I said, look here, every single day my talk shop sell X amount of your product.
Eh. And didn't they market themselves in a little way still, Sardi.
Exactly.
Hi
We
guys,
didn't
how you
reach at
It's
the
doing?
all about markets.
semi-final.
All right, the
All
We
right.
coach
didn't
is back,
reach
you know.
at
The
the
coach is back.
semi-final.
I could take on the coach now, cause time I
All
run
right.
here.
Shuko, sorry for cutting, but to the man where I asked for.
Yeah, man,
Sir,
go ahead, man.
Coach Jerome.
Hey, what's up?
Yeah, man. I
okay,
see you make it home safe and sound, and you're ready for
loud
me
and
now.
clear. Yes, all in the
Right.
kitchen.
Yeah, man. Good. Jump right in the fire, you know.
No, no fire. Mhm.
No fire. All right, jump in the water then.
All right. Yeah, man. So I think you got good night to everybody, everyone, big
Yeah,
up
man, rest up again.
and stuff like that.
Yeah,
But
big up, Mr. Thomas, big up.
Good night, Mr. Thomas.
yeah, man. So it's a pleasure being on, and you guys give the most trouble on internet, but such
Ooh,
is life.
Trouble.
Yes, man. You guys give me
Sorry,
trouble.
I first me I hear that, Sorry.
I've
Why you
never
not tell
heard
us
this.
you get trouble?
Mr. Lee, man, Mr. Lee, him,
Me?
man.
Mr.
Yes,
Lee,
man.
troublemaker.
No, man. That first me I hear that, man.
So, Sir
You
It
know?
Thomas,
can it,
you
it
have been
can it
watching,
can be
so
a
you know.
compliment, It can be a compliment.
No, everything must be a compliment,
Me
of
could
course.
hear from coach now, cause in the water, Me could hear no
Yeah,
coach.
man. So I would have started as I'm not sure if you guys heard when I was talking earlier,
Never
but
clear, so you can go ahead.
started out with just watching Black Cup games in Linstead because back then when I was going to school, Charlemont Dintil was a big thing in the area, but Bagwak normally have real good some good players. Magra normally have good players as well. So we used to watch way back in 1994 when we just entered. That was the first time we entered the Costa Cup. Yurton, Yurton, Old Harbour with Champion, Bala Boy. Very, very good team. Beat up Magrat, like I think it was 8-0,
A ballad boy, them,
And that really cut deep when I saw that. And we would have lost several other games to Dintil. I remember Gary Whitmore, them, Pepper, them, and Dintil would have had good teams over the years. Charlemont with Whitehead and Gary and Mendes, them, and you know, good teams as well. But I thought nonetheless we had quality coming to Magra. So if we can get structure around quality, then of course we can get something from the school. I went there in 2017. I think at one point, I think 2016, Dintil beat Magra at 16-0. I think I was coaching by Waterford or
Waterford, What a
Right.
game at that point.
At the time when I heard about it, I was really distraught.
16 nothing,
And
coach. Coach.
right,
Let me
16
write,
nil,
hold on
right.
there. Let me write it down here. Let me write it down.
Hmm.
16-0. Yeah, man. What year was that, coach?
Well, about 2016.
2016. Okay. Yeah,
Hmm.
man. Go ahead now. Yeah.
And I decided that I'm going to go up and see how best I can help. Nevik Johnson, the HOD, reached out to me and said, boy, come, when I went up there, I saw about 30 odd boys without shoes, sitting on the mango tree up by the principal's cottage. And I was like, whoa, how do I do this? I remember taking a friend with me from Spanish Town. You guys hear me?
Yeah.
My phone are buzzing about
Yeah, man,
Spanish.
I hear somebody
Whole
phone a
phone
ring,
is
man.
buzzing.
Or probably somebody trying to call me at this
Are you
crucial
phone,
time.
coach? Okay.
Ah,
Go ahead.
for sure.
Go
So I
ahead, coach.
remember,
Yeah.
right, so yeah, but I remember taking a friend of mine from Spanish Town to Linstead to watch training one evening, and he said to me, "Coach, come here." He said to me, "Coach, come here. This is not going to work, Come back. No, find another team and go on." I said to him, "No, let me try this one. Let me see how this one work."
Coach, you're gone.
He's still here, but
Probably just answer the call. Give me a second.
I think I mute.
I mean, alone not here, or what?
No,
hold
man.
on.
Him out.
Okay, okay, okay. Come here, say. No, you know.
Maybe might take a call somewhere else.
We can go and do the discussion back a second until him come back.
No, no, see him come back. Him
Guys, are you
come back.
hearing me now?
Yeah, man. We are
Yeah,
here,
yeah.
coach. Yeah.
Yeah, man. So I told my friend, no, I'm going to continue. First year we came second to last in the group.
Mhm.
We probably only won one game. I amassed about 6 or 7 points. Third year we finished. Third year we finished third. No, second year we finished third. Third, amassing 15 points. Won 5 games. 15 points. And
Which year is that? 2018? 2018?
that would have been 2018. Yeah, we amassed 15 points, finishing third behind Dintil, Charlemont. Charlemont had a big team back then, 2018 team. I think it's one of the best team, they would have probably ever put together for the longest while. A really good team. Um, we finished third, and 2019 we topped the group, finishing first.
Coach,
Yes,
one second. Sorry to interject, but that 2018 season that you finished third, weren't you up? You were very close to going through as the best third place team in the
yeah,
country.
man. Right, we're right there. I mean, I remember when we went over. Charlemont was the last game we played in last game we played in the round. And when we went over, Mr. Hines said to me after the game, said to me, boy, I can't believe, say, we could have almost got through and never come to me. I said to him, we don't want to go through like that. We don't want to go through like that. I don't believe in that. I don't believe in those things. I believe in working hard and getting results, Whatever happens, happens. Yeah, and 2019 we topped the group. We topped the group. This was no Margaret High School would have never ever gone through to second round. Never ever. And
So
we
this was your first year going through, coach.
yes, first year for the school. So everything to know would have been history now, just pure
History.
history now.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Semi-finals. I need to do some research on this. the first school to have ever go to the second round for the first time in their history and then going to the semi-finals. I think that must something historical about that.
Edwin Allen have done that.
The Dakasa Cup.
Yeah, 1988.
I'm not talking AD, sir. I'm talking AD.
Ah, man,
BC
no,
and
regardless of
BC and AD you're talking about in a bridge.
it coming like you know understand the ABC now, man.
Edwin Allen man a different team, you know.
Just kidding, bro.
If you talk about an history, a history talk about, so me have to bring him to
Yeah,
the foot.
The
yeah,
fact is,
just kidding,
if you
bro.
have the facts on your side, you have to, you have
Yeah,
to
man.
put it
Right.
out there.
But
But it's still a big achievement, coach.
yeah, massive, man, massive. And when you look, if you look at what we did, we went to semi-finals, and you had Cornwall in the semi-finals, Clarendon College in the semi, and it was Cornwall, Clarendon. Somebody else was there. Cornwall,
Come
Clarendon,
on, coach.
Dintil.
Don't say
No,
somebody else.
Dintil. No. When you look at those three schools, when you look at Cornwall track record, as a Cornwall is one of the winningest school in schoolboy football, probably second to Rossies in Dakasa Cup. Dintil would have been the most consistent team over probably the last 10 years or 8 years in school in Dakasa Cup. And Clarendon College would have been one of the winningest school in recent times. So when you find McGrath now being in company like that, you have to really take your hat off. I'm not really patting myself on the shoulder, but that was massive for us. And I think we went and gave a good account of ourselves in the semi-final. And then after that, we would have gone to the quarterfinals. We would have moved into second round again. And then this year went to round of 16 and then won the Ben Francis Cup. I'm thinking that this is just, if you look at our program,
Yeah, coach.
it argues well.
Yeah, coach. So you guys first, coach. I want to say, congratulations to you and the Maguire team for winning the Ben Francis. I mean, I heard a lot of good things about you as a coach and as a person.
Mm-hmm,
And I,
mm-hmm.
and I want to say kudos to you. I remember one night I was watching the Saudi show and you was one of the guests on the show also. And you were actually plead for some help from past students or from people in your community around the Maguire era. If
Right.
some person could just come and help bring some water, bring whatever, so give a strength to the youth them. And I remember I was listening to that show that night, and if you see you, regardless from the help that you get or the little help that you've been getting from your community or from past students, for see you really pull through and won the Ben Francis. Kudos to you, to you and your coaching staff. To
Yeah,
really
man.
to really
I
pull
appreciate it.
through and achieve what you have done. One of the things, coach, you said when you took over in what 2016 or 2017, and
2017, right?
2017 and you got so many beaten even from Dintil and so. What was the motivation factor going into with them youths? I mean, somebody said to you, by looking at them youth is like a no-win situation, and you decide, say, as a past student, you're gonna change certain things and change the culture. What did you use to motivate these kids for believing in themselves so you could achieve the success that you are achieving right now? What
All
was it
right.
like going into it?
All right. So I spent about 12 years teaching at San Diego. Um, San Diego has a very good past student association. So we would have been involved in champs, and every year champs or football or anybody knows Jago. Jago, like every single sports there is at ISSA, Jago participates.
Right.
True, man. And as a co-ed
And
school.
yes, man, every single sports. And when I was at San Diego, we have something there that we say that San Diego is the number one school. And when you see the passion that the past students would come on board with at St. Diego and how they would behave, and when you go to champs, and you see the Calabar and the KC past students and the JC and Ulmas and everybody, I was now thinking to myself that Jamaica is a very huge place. The 1998 Reggae Boys team had players from all over Jamaica. And I said to myself, if I could now go and then unearth some talent, because when I was going to school, there were talent from the area. Then, if I can get talented players to develop physically, be more tactical aware, technically as well, being developed and stuff like that, then we can put together a good force. So the motivation came from going to school, seeing us suffered over the years, then moving on to college, going to St. Jago and teaching, and then participating in champs and all them other sports, seeing how excited the past students were when they were at champs or they would come to a football match. And I'm thinking we could really get this done in Linstead, you know. You know what? One of the probably hardest thing for me is to see my own Magrat past student on board with other schools from the area,
Don't
150%.
call
And
on
I'm
the,
wondering,
please don't call any name.
only if these past students probably were like me to have gone back and try to change the culture. You know, so the motivation came from when I was going there, the struggles we had, looking at things we weren't getting, or the team at the time weren't getting, and the whole no after graduating, how can we now make a change, being that we would have gone on to probably being a better man in the society. Now, how can we now give back to school? They came from that.
So, coach. So, what is the support like now? Do you guys have a past student association at McGrath, or a set of past student that kind of support the team now? Now that the team been doing good for the past couple of years, what the support is like? Are you seeing better support coming forward for you and the team now?
Um,
Just a minute. Just a minute. Yeah. Continue, sir.
Coach, you
to
there? Oh, okay,
be
okay.
honest, you guys hearing me?
Yeah, man. Yeah, you're a
I'm here,
coach,
yeah,
man.
man.
Yeah,
Loud
you're a
and
coach.
All right, to
Yeah,
be
man.
honest, we it would be remiss of me not to say we have had some committed parents and some past students who have really been around and really fighting the fight with us and doing what they can. So let me not say that we don't have support. We do.
Right.
But is that we need more. We need a whole lot more. Whole it more. So you hear me, guys?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're a
we
coach, man.
hear you,
Loud and
coach.
clear.
Right.
Loud and clear.
So if we, it takes a whole lot to feed these boys. It takes like and to feed them properly. You know, the school really try, they really work hard, and you know the entire staff they try. But I think they're just unable to do more with the limited amount of resources they have. You know, so if we can get the just even 50% of those would have attended McGrath to come on board, or even 30, because I don't think we have 10% supporting us now. And support doesn't mean making up noise at matches.
Nah, man. We mean like put things together, man. Go out there and do some fundraise and get up some funds to kind of support the youth, them like that. That's what you
But
want
I
to do.
know I know people who went to McGrath doing fundraiser for other schools, you know.
But coach, but what it is now, coach,
Mhm.
because what it is, Magaran was a losing program for so long, and then you came around as a past student and decided to change the culture. So what I'm thinking you should do is try to galvanize whoever you have around you to try farm a group where you guys can
We
put some structure
we
into place to raise some funds.
we have
Sometimes
a group.
that.
Good
We
Mhm.
have
night,
a
gentlemen.
group. Okay.
Good
Somebody
night,
ask a
Mr.
question?
Stewart.
Yes,
No, Mr. Stewart.
yes. Good night. Good night,
Good night.
everyone.
Good
I'm
night,
here.
sir.
I'm
Mm-hmm.
listening to the coach here. Yes, that is good. And is with little support, because you do attest that there were not a lot, but you still had some support. But with you achieving that, it would be a launching pad then to try and organize, fundraisers. So as a group, I remember Rene Simons back in 1994, I think. He came and we took the Reggae Boys, and he played a pivotal role in organizing. I never forget him went around with his t-shirt, Jesus Saves. And he used that along with the captain, of course. And it was successful. He got corporate Jamaica to come on board, something that had not been achieved, I think, in recent past. But Reggae Simons, as the coach, as the technical director, he was able to use his position, and he created waves in the Jamaican society by getting support for the Reggae Boys. And as I said, you maybe not that huge way, but by achieving winning the Ben Francis, you can use that as a launching pad to see if you can galvanize people around. All of those persons said that you have past students from your school supporting, being a part of other organizations. So you just need somebody, you get a group of persons together and see if you can work towards that. But it's achievable. And what you did was good. You can start from that.
Yeah, man. Thanks, coach.
Okay.
Good idea. It's just to have persons that, because as a coach, what I don't want to do, because it's really hard sometimes to be taking on so much responsibilities, because it does take away or
No,
do takes away
no,
from
it's not.
coaching.
It's not. No, it's not. All you're going to do is delegate. All you're going to do is the man at
And
the
not
top. You're going to delegate. You're not
and
going to
not
be
even
involved
one
in
touch it.
anything.
So I do understand what you're saying, but sometimes it becomes very, very burdensome even to just delegate. Because
But but coach,
mm-hmm,
see the thing is now, because you're also a past student, and what Mr. Stewart has said, if you can just find a bunch of past students, say you just find 5 guys who's a past student, and you just give them an idea, and leave it up to them. You know what I mean? When I say you must go to hands-on and all them things, because we know say
Yes,
coaching alone is too much. But because you're a past student, you just want to find somebody that believe in you and believe what you are doing.
that's
And
it.
not
That's
only
it.
that, and not only that, you are showing results, you are achieving the result. You know what
That's
I mean?
correct.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
if it's now go hard for you, coach, you just find 5 guys and say, guys, just give them an idea. Copy what you
Yeah.
see other schools are doing and say, guys, try this. Take it on and see what happens. It's not up to you, it's up to them if take it on and go out there and make it thing grow. So if you start with 5, tell them to go five more past
mm-hmm.
students from a
but,
grind.
but we have a group, we have a group, all because of Football Foundation. It's a small group,
Right.
and they have been trying and to see how best they can galvanize some support and stuff like that.
Right. So
But
you do have a group in place right now.
yes, ma'am, we have a group, but
Okay.
it has been difficult because of the existing culture. You see, up
Right.
that side, I'm not sure, where sports is concerned, that side carries a more corner league mentality. And they'll come to games and make up noise. And the culture, to change that, it is going to take some work. I do appreciate and think the suggestions you are giving are very, very good. But I'm just trying to be
Coach
real with
Thomas.
you.
Excuse
Yes.
me, Mr.
Coach
Lee.
Thomas.
Yeah, yes,
Mr. Lee.
stranger. Yes, stranger.
Mr. Lee. Why you want to give him even one of your idea see because idea them can stretch across the whole board.
Yes,
Even
yes.
even the bingo idea, the bingo thing we have. You understand me? I say him can even have a bit have some people like just so I say put it across and make them line up a bingo thing just for school or just see football as them when the time comes, so them can generate some funds for them like that, just like that same way. You understand what I say?
May I say something here? Um,
Yeah, yeah, go ahead,
yes,
Mr. Stewart.
yes. What he said is true, and I understand the sense. I understand the Mr. Thomas's perspective on things and so on. Has been hard, and the culture that exists there, it's making it even more difficult to galvanize, to get people organized, in such a thing. But as I said, and I will continue to say, he has proven himself so far. He has delivered. And once he can get, and even through the same, what here, the panel people, you can volunteer, resources, through people, Mr. Lee, Saudichress, all of you guys, and so on. And I don't think that they will they will avoid you if you approach different various persons on fundraisers, as somebody said, bingo party, fundraising events. And once they have your endorsement, you're the man at the head now, you have delivered. And once these prospective sponsors, these persons can get your endorsement and then sign off that you are aware of it, you know about it. But some of the culture is that some people, as I said, go around and they're not really, all of these resources, all of these assistance, sometimes you don't go to the right thing, you don't go to the right person, the right cause. But once you're at the head, in other words, if you're missing in action, if you're not there endorsing it and so on, you make it even more difficult. So you don't have to, as I said, be there adds on, but just to delegate, get assistant resources through hours, meet them here or otherwise. And I think it will, that's a good way to approach the whole thing.
Yeah,
Go
man,
ahead,
good.
Shuko. Go
Yes,
ahead, Shuko.
good.
Yeah,
Okay.
man.
All right, Mr. Thomas. I see where, because the narrative have kind of changed on the show right now. I see where you're using the platform to reach out to past students to get some support for the team. But I know what I really want to know more about you as a coach. I think you should tell us more about. I know you're a very modest and a very humble person, but you see, to sell a program, you have to play a big part as well. People want to know about you. I think you're being very humble, but we want to know how you get into the sport, how long you've been coaching, where have you coached previously. People want to know
Mm.
more about you because we that know you and know you, even though Dintil is the most dominant team in the group, we know you're a big coach. We know that you're a very tactical coach, but we want to know more about you. I think you should use the platform to tell us more about you
But
Your
I
rather
think,
than
resume,
everybody
present
just
your
going
resume. Let us
but
see
I
your
think,
resume.
going down that road of
uh,
just talking about background.
but
It's not just about
But
background where you
but
but
I think he said something already doing on Shuko. You wasn't
you
here,
never
doing
got
no.
a chance to elaborate more because everybody just went down the road of background. We
No,
want
but
to know more about the sport.
you
We know
wasn't
about
here.
Jago, but oh, he said all these things previously. I thought he
Yeah.
was just coming on. I'm sorry.
No, he was here. He was here. He
Mm.
was here earlier, and
he
then
was here earlier, Shuko and sitting there, you see me?
Okay,
Yeah, but let me just use probably couple seconds and kind of go over. So I started in college with the intercollegiate team, and then I was picked up by Oral Thomas. He saw me. We had an intercollegiate game by UA, and he said to me, "This is no Oral is just one of the biggest mentor you can find. Really, really good person, very, very good coach. One of the better ones you're gonna find in Jamaica, And he said to me, come. And we went to Oakview in Linstead, did a stint, and then he went to Rivoli and went back to Rivoli because he was there before. Carried me with him. Um, so GC Foster would have been going to school while I was at Rivoli. So the Garfield Reed era, the Derek Planters, and the name them. I was there with them. Devon Hodges as a youngster. I would have been there with him and all of that. So
you was
from
coaching in the
there,
Premier League.
yeah, man. So I would have started owning my skills at Rivoli. Really, I got the practical, hardcore experience at Rivoli because we had some tough players there. The environment was tough. This was the era now. The whole clangs and one other war and Rivoli
Was Ajit
is
was Ajit a part of that team?
I just was a youngster, came to us as a youngster about 17, 18. Really, really young. I remember doing some one-on-one sessions with him, asking him to come in early Sarge was there, Garfield Reed was there, the Planter brothers were there, Omar Parker and a couple of others were there, you know. So I really learned the practical part and the toughness and the hardness, with Rivali. We got relegated, and myself and Anthony Stolish Thompson. He was coaching at Spanish Town. Went to finals with Spanish Town High some years ago. The man Bridgeport had beaten them, I think 1-0 thereabout. The Bridgeport team had on O'Neill, Bigger Thompson, and a couple of others. So we got relegated, I think 6-7 or 5-6, and then we went back to the Premier League. Myself and Anthony Stolish Thompson carried it back 07, 08. So I went from Rivali to St. Diego. So I finished college now, started teaching at St. Diego, and then coached St. Diego for about 4 years. Then from St. Diego, I went to Waterford High School coaching while I was still teaching at St. Diego. So at GC Foster, I got my education, did a degree there in physical education, first degree, then master's in exercise sports science. In GC Foster and UTech, I completed my master's, right? Then I went on to Federal United, where I won Divisional 1 in 2015, I think, or 2014. Then I went to Major League semifinals, and I think finals. Olaba Bay beat me in the finals. I think this was now 2016-17, thereabout. So I've been around. I was at Dumby Holding, where I coached last season. We won the St. Catherine knockout last season. We made it to the quarterfinals of the Premier League. We went to the semifinals of the knockout competition, which is a link up. And of course, I won the intercollegiate knockout championship with Michael. So I've been doing a lot.
Yeah, you have been around.
That's me here in a nutshell. But I've gotten some hard experience with Rivali. Really, really tough place, tough players, and I've really learned a lot. As a club, I remember we struggled to find some basic stuff at one point, and we really fought and worked hard. I remember I was at a game at the Prison Oval with R.L. Thomas. We were playing Village United at the time with Shane Crawford and those guys, and we won the game. And some persons said, yell from the stands, Coach R.L. are the biggest coach. And R.L. turned to me and said, Jermaine, don't follow them, because next week they might tell me about my mother. And literally we were playing Wadada the other week, and we lost the game. Tuffy and this and them. And when the expletives and everything started coming out, describing the coach in some colorful ways, and he touched me and said, Jermaine, remember me to tell you last week that the same players are going to? So I've really learned a lot. And I've been around, I've been doing a lot. I remember we dominated Spanish Town with Federal United. Federal United was the talked about team for a couple of years. We really did well. We took on the Super League teams, the True Jews, the Dumby Holding, and we and them, we were beating them up. And everybody wanted to know where this team come from, who is this coach and stuff like that, So I hope that answers your question, sir. I'm not sure if I've done.
That do answer my question. It showed me that you're very experienced, you're very tactical, and you're a battle-hardened coach. So you never just come and just, it's like a buck up, because people need to know these things about you, coach. You've been
a lot
there.
of people not cutting you still, not cutting you, but a lot of people, even in recent times.
Whoa. Going well.
No, man, did the same way.
Get a phone call.
And I said, no problem. But a lot of people would not even, as you alluded to earlier, they would not even know half of my journey. If you're not involved in football, the things I've said to you guys, a lot of people would not have known these things, but I've garnered a lot of experience over the years, a whole lot,
Coach,
different levels.
from, from your
So Jermaine,
schoolboy
how me
coaching,
know?
Go again.
How me know?
because you're around football.
You are a kid. Them days you were probably 6 or 5. But just kidding still. Just kidding though, just kidding. Because you would have been in the field, man, and then probably would have doing some research. But a lot of people
Coach, I'm
don't.
not say this to you still, you know.
So Jermaine, one
Most of
thing.
your experience that you're talking about, you were doing them with limited resources, and it's kind of scary to think about what you would do if you get a lot of resources.
Why people say that?
Mr. Kelly, be careful of where you're going in, sir.
I've
No,
heard.
where am I going, Sir Sadi? I'm just saying if you got the resort, it would be very scary.
I'm just saying be careful. I don't know where you are going.
No, I'm trying
You
the
don't
safe
got to
line.
get the
Traveling the safe
resources.
line.
I've heard that a whole lot, but for me, it is coaching is very intimate, and if I'm not intimately attached to a program, struggles. This might sound hard still, but for some people, hard situation brings out the best, And I remember I won't call the school name, but I remember 2019 where we went to play a school, and before we play the school, if I said too much, I might give it away. So I'm going to try and disguise it as best as possible.
You can't call name, about Brad.
The school, somebody from the school said to me that, listen, don't make what happened last year, this year, You need to come talk to it from early, make us see your best. If anything, you can probably squeeze through, But I said, this man is like crazy. Like, you don't understand. I don't think that was 2019. I said, they don't understand. I don't think you understand.
They might underestimate, coach. They might figure, say, boy, you have to, give no chance. You want to give
Some
a
man
help.
have the audacity to say which year.
But if they had done their research, they would know that, once I get a foot in, it is going to be a problem,
Yeah, so coach, with all that said, with your good resume and everything, we all don't know say you're a good coach, top of the top. Pertaining to the Maguire team, I mean, how you stand for next season?
I mean, next
season
it is we would have retained probably 90% of the players we had. Good bunch of kids. They would have been coming from 14, under 14, under 16, all the way up. So next year now will be the under 16 team we had in 2021. This would have been the same team. I guess you would have seen. Oh Lord, look at this. The boy who scored the goal in the Ben Francis final. 2 weeks before the final, he was 14. When he scored the goal, he was 15, just turned 15. Yes, he's fit, just 15. Right.
We are feeding pan up.
The right back who cleared the ball off the line, he is 15. And and we had another 15-year-old who came on as well as striker. So it's a young bunch. Most of them will be playing back, barring schoolwork and behavior and all of them things intact. Most should be playing back. So we're going to have a good squad. It's just the preparation. I'm big on that, Just on the preparation.
Mr. Thomas.
Preparation and execution.
Yes.
Go ahead,
do you do any type of recruiting?
Recruiting for us is at the lower grades, Because what I do is 12, 13, 14. And for me, school as a coach, a school year for me is like a month. It goes by so fast. So you'll have a bunch of U14 players now. And I've always been saying to people around me, they are going to play in DaCosta. They will be playing DaCosta Cup in 2 years' time. 2 school years is like 2 months. it comes so fast you'd never ever believe. So
That's true.
we invest a lot at the lower levels, you know. And for
Right.
me it is, if I should get up and leave my grad program tomorrow, then the program should be able to continue. That's part of my philosophy. I'm not
Right.
one of those coaches who will raid and pull apart, and no. If I should go tomorrow, the program should continue.
You guys have a sixth form program up there, coach?
Yes, man. Yeah, man. Long time
Okay.
now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So basically what you're saying, you believe in development of the kids them from first farm coming up. You don't go out
Yes,
and
man.
recruit for sixth farm players and all
We
that.
we do we do, you know, but if you're coming in, you would have to be exceptional. I will
Oh,
never ever carry a boy at school who will be sitting on the bench. Never ever.
well, that wouldn't make no sense, no.
Yeah, if you're coming, you will have to be starting, and you'd have to be certainly better than what we have inside.
Right. So
But one,
your core
Mhm.
players them really come up from the under 14 and under 16. They build a thing from the bottom up, right?
Yeah, man, we do build. Yeah, we do
Yeah.
build, and Parchment can tell you because he would have been in the area. Saudichress can tell you as well. You know, we have we have our 14 feeding our 16, 16 feeding our Dakasa, our 19. You know, we have stuff like that. You know, so it's definitely a building process
So
right through.
I want to ask your next question, Mr. Thomas. Which one of the competition is easier coaching, or you find it? Which one of the easy do you find it easier to coach the schoolboys or the Premier League players?
Right? It's easier to coach the schoolboys, you know, because they are like sponge most of the times. Just absorbing water or liquid. But with the men or the adults, it is more like undoing bad habits and getting them now to do the things that should be correct, or things that are correct. And it can be difficult because
Very
these
difficult.
youngsters would have gone through probably several teams, several coaches, and at 26, 27, if you have to tell a player when the ball is on that side, you must leave that channel open. If you have to tell a player 4 or 5 times, a 27-year-old, that player should not be playing in the Premier League, man. It's going to be difficult.
Jermaine.
My last question, one last question unseen.
Mm.
Mhm.
Do you think Magra could be the team to beat in Group G, like in years coming on, while you're at? 'Cause I would love that, you know. I would love if Magra take over Group G and be that team, the
It's
top
Group
team in
J,
Group G.
Group J, Group J.
Group J, in Group J, be that
It
top
is
team and I think y'all guys have the potential to do it if y'all keep up what y'all doing.
in answering that question, you see, what I'll hasten to say, persons in and around the football world should pay keen attention to this zone because it is going to be very, very interesting, I think,
Very
next
difficult.
season. I think Charlie Mount is really, really ramping up some support around their program. I think they are a little bit hungry now because McGrath would have knocked them off that second spot in the group.
You sure,
So
Charlie?
they are really, really reassembling their program. So they are going to be a force to reckon with in time to come. Some schools in the area, I think, are going to probably have it a little bit challenging because the rule that ISSA has brought into play over the last couple of years will make it difficult. So it is going to come down to 2 years from now, or probably even next year, you will start to see a huge turn in the fortunes of some schools in the area.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Me can't
Yeah.
hear that.
You know,
We can't
but
laugh, Sonny.
No.
But now I mentioned some schools. I'm talking like Geisel and Yorton. So I don't want you guys to go off and in the
Yeah,
limb
man. We don't
to
want to call
say
on here. We don't want
whatever
to call
I
on
did
here.
not
Hey,
say.
we don't want to call on
I
But
here.
know,
We
I
don't
anyways,
call
know.
on here. We
Yes,
don't call on here. Not call on
but
here.
anyways,
I could say more on that, but I left. So I could say more on that, but it's all right. I won't say any more on
but
that one.
what we have done over the last couple of years is to first find out how we can get out of the group on a consistent basis. It will be intriguing to look at the route you will take if you top the group versus if you finish second. So all of those stuff you'd have to match carefully, look at the logistics, to see is it that case, is it that your program is ready to play flow cup, or you have to give them another 2 years for further development. I'm not sure. So it's a case where you want to be finishing second to avoid. Do we have a program that can stretch all the way to flow cup? Do we have a big enough program? I'm not sure. So looking at it logistically, if you have a big program that can go all the way, you have a big squad, fine. If you don't, which route you'd rather to take? You know, is it that winning the Costa Cup? Is it that getting to semifinals in the next 2 years and then winning the Costa Cup in the next 3 years? Not sure, you know.
Jermaine.
But for me, it is. Yeah, go ahead, Pachi.
Yeah, I want, you know, talk on one of the points that you talk about the JPL players. With my experience with Limal, Jermaine talking the truth. So it's difficult to really change some of these adults in the Premier League. I'm telling you. Like now, you know, we have to do at Limal, we're doing a lot of recruiting, trying to get new players in and stuff. Younger players as well who have the quality. So it's difficult to really change some of the older persons. You understand me? And the next point was the league, the group in the schoolboy league. I'm telling you, it's gonna be it's gonna be rough. Saudichress can't tell you, it's gonna be rough. Charlie Mount, I try them very best, right?
But Charlie Mount is a big team in the group next year, man.
No,
They'll be topping the group.
Hold on a
Charlie
second.
Yeah.
Pachi, I understand, and I am a bit closer to you and Jermaine than probably others. But why you think that Saudichress can tell you? You're not sharing any information with me, boss.
Man, Charlie Mount carrying about 12 players, man, or 15, man.
From where?
Charlie Mount don't really carrying a lot of players. You know.
You heard about the plane that went down the other day, right? Have you,
Mr. Lee,
have you ever wondered? Hold on, 1 second here, guys. Have you ever wondered when you heard about the Asians? Hold on, the guys. Every time a trip of Asians come to Jamaica, pure adults, you ever wonder where the kids them gone?
Charlie Mount?
Yeah, man.
Oh, wait. I see. They never tell me that.
He's not talking those things, man.
But I'm saying, but you're not telling me what going on, man.
Hold on, Mr. Lee. Jermaine win the Costa Cup. Win Ben Francis Cup, right?
Yeah.
And he has 90% as a new kid, more than, you know, almost entire team staying back. So he's the team to beat. He's the team to beat. So what I can say with Charlie Mount is that we have seen the problem and we're going to try to fix it. Hopefully, with proper preparation this year and execution, we can overthrow, you know, Dintil and
So Coach Thomas,
Mm-hmm.
how many you call the big bad Dintil name? They're not good.
No, man. In certain conversation, you cannot mention Dintil would have been, as I said to you before, one of the most consistent team in the group.
Right. They're in a class by themselves. They're in a class by themselves.
Right, so you don't need to be talking about Dintil, you know.
No, that's true.
No,
Dintil a big school, brethren. Big school.
I understand, man.
I do, Jerry. I stand to, based on next year, I don't think it will be business as usual. Maybe it won't be business as usual, but I am mum on it. I'm not going to say more.
So
Go again, Parchment.
Them lose a lot of players still based on my
Who?
research.
Oh,
Who
Virgin,
and
Maybe,
Steve?
I
maybe
Who
it's
and
not
Steve?
only players. Maybe it's not only players alone they will lose.
Maybe yeah. So they might.
Gentlemen, I have to control this line
they
of
still have
conversation
enough in
right
their
now.
Arsenal, man.
No man, a big team. That.
Hold
But
on a
coach,
second.
but
Hold on a second. Hold
so
on a
coach.
second. Hold on a second, Lee, man. Hold on a second. This coach is like a banter coach.
Oh, you mean, man? I love you, coach, man. Hey, coach, man, you know, I'm a big Maguire fan, you know. I'm like a root for next year. Keep up a
Well,
steam.
well, look
Get
here.
a Maguire
Yeah.
jersey and wear up and
Please
things.
to
A big
Hold
big
on,
jersey.
hold
And
on, hold on.
the football being discussed is about the
Hold
group, and
on,
I'm
guys.
not getting a chance to talk.
Look here, guys. You see, for me, anybody who know me very, very well, it is never ever getting ahead of yourself, never ever counting your eggs before them.
Call again. Phone call coming.
No,
Me,
man, you didn't say, you know, coach.
Mr. Thomas want lintel food for eating, but he no
I would
want talk
never
before
ever
All
go
that.
right.
out on
Hey,
a
man.
limb,
No, man,
on a
the right
limb
thing for Thomas Sasser, man.
and say whatever. But
Yeah.
the first objective for us would be to get out of the zone.
Yeah.
It is not to put the unnecessary pressure on the kids. We don't need to tell them that we're going to be winning D Cup and we have to go semi-finals because we win Ben Francis Cup. None of that. That won't be coming from me.
Yeah, man,
And
you're
you'll
right.
never hear me beating the chest and popping the collar. Say, no, getting out of the zone first.
Sir Thomas, let me
Match
put
by
in
match.
my few two questions. I've been missing for a part. But question though. What are some of the what you just said about challenges that you had last year? You believe that you'll be overcoming for next year? And what aspect of staffing you think you need to put you to the next level with this Maga team?
Resources. I mean, support. We need support with food. We need a dormitory, Virgin. We don't have a dormitory, and it makes it.
And you
It
win Ben
makes
Francis Cup.
yeah, we don't have a dormitory.
Okay.
It makes it very uncomfortable for the boys to get up and pack the mattress and back into the room and then shower, and then move to classes, and it is crazy sometimes, you know. What we make out of the little we do have. Common things like footwear to training, you know, sneakers to do our preseason training, and some equipment that you would want to have. You know, sometimes, listen, sometimes we don't even have enough footballs in the Virgin. And look here. Shorter, Reynolds, Miss Bingham, our VP, one of our VP, Vanessa Johnson, next VP. Look here, these ladies, and Nivik Johnson, who is our HOD and the P department, these persons would have worked hard and would have tried their best with the limited amount of resources they would have had and give us. And I don't want to sound ungrateful, because they would have tried their best to really help us. But we just need more. We just need more. So equipment, food, dormitory, we need stuff like that.
But coach,
So no
when
press
you
there.
said dormitory, what you guys use for dormitory? I mean,
The classrooms.
just the classrooms during.
Yeah,
So what about
right.
what about when school started now? How that work?
Right. So we train in the mornings at like 5 o'clock, finish training 6:30. Then guys will wake up in the mornings after 4, pack back the mattress in the room, and then come down for training, start at 5, shower after, breakfast, and then go on to classes. So we don't go back to our dormitory. It's just crazy, man. Really.
Wow.
And hats off to the boys. Hats off to them, because they really, really endured and really, really dug in this year and really fight. And I have to give them all the praises this year.
Yeah, man. Kudos to you and them kids, man. Kudos, you know. But
Hey,
We don't.
what I say, Alito?
you need to put a team together, though, coach.
We
Like
do have
like
one in it, but
like we
just that we
discussed
need
before, you
more.
know. Yeah, you
We
need
need a manager. I'm using this forum to advertise. We need a manager. I need somebody who love football, somebody who's resourceful, somebody who knows people, knows places, understand kids, understand the psychology that surround kids, how we deal with kids, and stuff like that to come on board. I need a manager, man. I need somebody who would have seen our progress over the years and willing to come on board, even a group to just help us manage the process.
Can I put in my application?
Yes, sir, no problem, man. We're more than happy.
Sadi, don't be a
Coach,
great manager, you know,
Coach Thomas,
Sadi.
Coach Thomas.
Yeah,
Sadi,
man.
Yes.
All the
you do a
years
good
of
job, you know,
knowing
Sadi.
you've always thought down your chances, thought down your team. You don't like to put yourself under pressure to talk up Magra.
Mm.
Unlike the Charlie Moon gentleman who's always talking them up even when they're not good. Yeah?
Why are you
The,
saying that
the,
about the
the,
man,
the
Steve?
thing, I'm saying it to his
What him
face,
say?
he's right here.
All right,
What him
hold
say?
on a second. Let me just take
Me
the
not hear
time
him. Me
out.
not hear him, Sadi.
Hold on.
Tell him
You
repeat
don't have
that.
to respond to it, man. You don't have to respond it. He will come again. Let me take the time out of bigging up Mr. Meeks, the head coach of Charlie Mount High School. Mr. Meeks, I don't want you to drop asleep, Please sit up and
Isn't very good. Isn't virgin? Isn't
No,
virgin in
please.
the man?
Night everybody.
All
Happy
right,
to
now
be here.
you look like you're still asleep, I will wake you up.
Oh man, man.
I know your intention, I know what your intention, but let me ask Mr. Kelly to continue his question or his statement. Go
But them
ahead,
know
Kelly.
say you name
Yes,
and put her box, you know.
I'm saying, Mr. Thomas has always been modest. He's not one to talk up his team. And likewise, the head coach of Charlie Moon, but Unseen is the cocky one who will always talk up the team, even when they're bottom of the group, he will always talk up the team. But the thing is this,
Remember
Mr.
saying I
Thomas,
need a
what I
man,
want to
right?
say to you is this. Let me finish now, then you can respond. What I want to say, Mr. Thomas, you're not talking up the team, but the former coach that former coach, I used to coach a female team as well. He went on record in the national stadium to say, "Look out for us next season in the Dicasta Cup. We're coming for it." So I'm looking for
As the coach,
fireworks next season in the group.
as the coach, you see, sir, and coaches should learn. Well, coaches, persons are different, but for me, coach must have any pressure. You must absorb it. You never ever put that on the kids. Never ever. And football is one of the strangest sports you can find. So I reiterate, game by game, step by step. Because I've seen schools won the Casa Cup the year before, and 2008 never made it out of the first round. Never. They won 2-7, and 2008 had a
Hey,
good crop
hey,
of youngsters.
coach.
Gavi
You know
Mateo.
how my team you talk, huh?
Well, I never sure, and I was just
Yeah, man,
guessing.
I'm my team, but
But
that was an experience. But coach, that whole
mhm,
situation they remind me of you, though, as you were stating and revealing your journey,
right.
that's what came across my mind. The same situation with that person that was coaching our team at the time.
Very good friend, man.
Yeah, man, he would have been a past student just like yourself. He went back down there,
Right.
no support, little to no support, because at the time I was, one of the persons from the scene kind of give me a little support here and there. But you see what happened. The team before that, 2006 was a good team. 2007 they won it. 2008 they don't even make it out of the first round where they should have done.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So it was one of those situations, just like where you find yourself in right now, where a little or no support. You know what I mean? It
Yes,
was just like,
I never get carried away, none at all. I read myself because football is played for 90 minutes, and I've never seen very, 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 very seldomly you'll find a team winning a game 20 over 10 with 2-1, 1-0. So for me, it is again step by step, game by game.
Margaret, first objective next year would be to try and get out of the road. First objective.
Yeah, man. But I mean, that's the right approach, coach. As a coach, you know, you have the right mentality, and I can see your mentality gonna rub off on the youth them and steer them in the right direction. But you know, come next year should be a very exciting season. Gonna be a lot of
Look,
expectation on the
look
line,
out for Charlie Mount.
It's
especially
Look
not
out
next
for
year,
Charlie
it's this
Mount.
year. It's this year. This year.
especially in a
It's not next year, it's this year.
this year, man. Especially in a zone A, in a zone J.
Look
You
out
know,
for Dintil.
yeah, man. It's gonna be fun.
Look out for Charlie Mount.
But
I
coach,
can say something. No, I say something.
yeah, man.
Alright.
Create
No
fun
want people,
for Charlie Mon coach, you know.
no want the people them pressure Charlie Mount. However, I am not one who look for excuse, but I know the reason why Charlie Mount failed. Because if you be honest, before we reach the Charlie Mount lose about 12 to 14 of them better players. Some just don't come back to school, some gone to other school, and whatever the reason, some just never go. The third week of July, Charlie Mount reached out to me and Mr. Parchment and asked us to come. When we decide, Parchment said, Mix, we could go help the youth because we have Tyreek and this one we play for the club. So I say, all right, we go. We go Charlie Mount the third week and we have 2 training sessions with them. After losing about 10 to 12 players, the vice principal at the time came after the third session, the third day of training, and sent home about 8 more players, said that these players don't have any behavior in the
And make
school.
mind yard knock your employees them in this forum
No,
don't
we're
go
not
up on
knocking
a
anybody.
limb.
No, hold on now. At the end of the day, the youth them have
Right.
to understand that is school first, sports after. So when the
Right.
school decides that these students never meet the criteria because of behavior, we understand and we accept that. We had what was left now, and we had to make a team within a month. And we had to put a team. You know that Charlie Mount only played 2 practice games for the season. Charlie Mount said to us that the plan is not this year. The plan is a 3-year plan. And me and Mr. Parchment are trying to push it and speed up the plan. We try to get it fast track because you know, anywhere we go, anywhere me go, success coming up. So I try to speed it up. Now, it brought it to a level, but it still didn't reach at the level that we wanted. However, Dintil was the only team that used some smart tactics to beat we. Dintil didn't beat us because they're way superior than us. What Dintil did was to enlarge their field, knowing that we weren't prepared properly, put us in the sun and run a riot for we.
Man,
Eh?
listen,
That's
man.
all they did. You know. That's
Man.
all they did.
Man, tap.
I'm gonna give them that credit. They
No.
outsmart the team. Yeah.
But
Here,
you
you
guys,
know, say, hold on, Thomas. Hold on.
Start you ready the match? Start you ready the match? No, Mr. Ask a question. You ready the match?
Hold on. I'm gonna ask Meeks another. I mean, but tell us if you know you laugh. The team, the field that you played, Yorton High on,
Yeah.
was it the same size you played Dintil?
No, it was a little bigger in the
sir.
sun.
You listen, me. You don't need to stop this foolishness, you know. Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. Listen,
Why?
I never created it like this, and I never said it like
So
this.
the life was cool down. How long you the life for?
Stop worry about life, sir. You have pay feet.
No, we just don't want to cut off. Man.
The man just come back class and I won't go class.
Well, remember, you see, everybody laugh and what? I will live the day to see when all of you will not laugh.
No, man.
Because I am a bold person. I will tell you this. Any old Charlie Mount that came to us from, say, April, May, year about to coach the team and we prepare. That what would never happen.
Let's not go back there.
But the field,
Hold on,
do you know, that there's a number of players who left and gone other places? And
they are interested in coming back. There's a number of them that we are intending to bring back to the school.
Coach, hold on,
However, there's
Me
just
no
one
want
issue.
to go. Hold on, coach. Hold on. Me have to stop you
Sure, gone down a
when it come
road.
when it come to this big field business. Because you and Unseen are here with this story, I know. And
But
why
them
this
join
so
them field.
unfortunate? But
Them made their field very, very
they
smaller.
made their field smaller to conquer.
How make a field fall smaller?
Jesus.
Or the size of the field?
We made the field smaller. We made our field the normal size.
No.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, but Jermaine,
What
it
is
was
the
smaller than the original field, but it was normal
Hold
size.
on, sorry.
Me,
Sorry,
It was
that
the illegal
was
size
field.
field.
We made
hold
the
on.
field 68 by 90.
Meek.
Hold on. Hold on, side, Raju.
Mix.
I am telling you,
Let
I was the
Unseen
one who
talk
said,
about. No,
we need
sir.
the
That's not what
field.
Unseen told us.
Whatever Unseen told us, I made the field 68 by 90.
No, as I said, I tell you, I same thing we
We're making it smaller, mix. That's making it smaller.
No, that is a standard size field.
Miss Ali.
Hold on, Saudi, let me tell you, no, clear up this, because
No,
you make me look like me a lad. What me say?
No, Miss Ali.
Hold on. Because Mix not give me a chance to respond, brother.
Yeah.
Talk now, you talk now, Saudi.
You know, say you Unseen come here the other day and I say them a smaller on a field though. Like him I say,
So this field is smaller than the original field? This field is smaller than the
so
original
field
field?
Smaller than the next one.
How can it be the same size?
Hold on. Now, when I was there in 2018 and 2019, I asked for the field to be 80 by 100, which is bigger than the normal schoolboy field.
Oh man, schoolboy don't feel better. Nobody thought them.
No, try understand what I'm saying. Now this year, this year we weren't prepared. I say, hey, we don't want no 80 by 100. We're going to do it. The minimum, the smallest size we can go is a 90 by 68, somewhere there. That is what we did. Now,
So,
if you look at it,
which field played
hold on.
Which field played Bagwalk?
Eh?
Which field played Bagwalk game?
We're not crazy, you know?
We play Bagwalk on Alice Field.
No, the home game. Your home game.
Same field.
Same
field we use. Every play all home game.
Was it an advantage for Charlie Mount? Was it an advantage?
No, if we get advantage and Bagwalk, I use the same small field on Alice.
But you use it because you want to conquer Dinkill. In the same breath, enlarge their
no. You assume I use the field. Hold on, I am telling you what I did. You are assuming what you interpret. I use the field. Hold on, sorry. I use the field because our team was not adequate and was not properly prepared based on time. I would be a damn fool.
Don't use that word. Listen what I am saying to you, means. Unseen is right here. Unseen, tell us what you tell me.
No. You was me.
Sorry, I want you to hold Unseen to talk, you know. Don't let him get out, you know.
Listen to me, sir.
No, me not get out because Saudichress, I have to tell people me say first before me answer.
You said
if I go play back
you make sure you create a smaller field that you know will give Dinkill problem. So they will not be able to pass this ball around and get the better of you.
So what is wrong with that?
I know, sir. But the coach said different.
The head coach is saying something opposite. That's what's wrong with it.
Apartheid. The two of them was apartheid.
Unseen. You have to talk what you mean. I mean what you talk.
So hold on. We don't understand what you mean. What you trying to say? That was a part of the tactics.
Right.
Okay.
You know something? Me not go with me. Can't beat today, you know. Listen, because
expect you, Sadi. Hold on. Expect you who are the YouTube will always do anything to see for yourself. So Charlie Mount was not at optimum physical level.
But we spoke about
right?
that. I'm not
Right.
talking about
So when me come to him and say, Saudi, the only way we can challenge them team like Magrat right now and with them there is if we minimize. We can't play on the big field, the A field. Them are gonna beat it. Them are use the width, them are kill it. We have to minimize.
Hold on. Let me say something.
Yes, sir.
May I ask you a question? Sorry, let me ask you a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
You know why I'm gonna ask you the question?
Yes.
Because you were there.
Mm-hmm.
You came in the summer and you saw us training on that field. Wrong or right?
And which of the field?
The first field. Yes.
Yeah, but
When
I
you
don't know
came there I think 2 times or so, or a
Yeah,
time.
man, just of
And you trained on that field. Not sure.
Mm-hmm.
Now when we played stats and we played champion on that field.
Remember the field never mark,
Wrong
you
or
know.
right?
Remember the field never mark, you know.
When we play stats and champion when the field never mark?
And while training. No, listen, no man. We're talking about training.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. When we play stats and champion, the field was marked.
Okay. Yes.
Jermaine came and Jermaine watch. Other persons came and them watch. So they knew from day one, say at that field we are going to use.
Mm-hmm.
But that never say nothing makes it.
No, hold on, Jermaine. Hold on. Me not, you're a big coach. Me just make a point. Me just make a point.
Mix, you see the problem we have, Mix? The problem we have, you know, is not the situation that you had a small field.
Oh my God.
What I'm simply saying is the tactical awareness and the usage and the purpose for using that field.
No, you can't use that. You can't use that. Because guess what?
I use it because you said Dingtil widen their field. So are you the only team Dingtil widen the field for?
I wouldn't know that coming up by the other games I didn't play. I wouldn't know that.
By the way,
only one game, only one. It's only one. Hold on. It's only one other game in the zone that I saw, and that was the game with Dintil and Magrat at Dintil. Apart from that, I didn't see any other Dintil game.
The fact that you don't know that, you should never say that, because you have to have proof now that is the day that Dintil play you. They ensure so them give you a bigger field. Run out your belly.
Yeah. Hold on there now. On the day that we used that field and the day that we were over that, the field was not so wide. The first day that we played, you were on that field, and Magrat played Dintil on that field. The field was not that wide.
You know that you were not able.
The field was not that wide, bro.
You were not able to run for majority of the match against you at either because you were not fit.
That's no secret.
And the same field, boss. It's because the man
not wide, brother.
Come with that complaint, brother. No come with
anyways,
that.
You have your view, me have my view. Because I looked at the field and I said the field was wider. It was bigger.
How when you're under pressure, man? Did you measure the field?
I could literally go at the 18 from the first game, and take about 10 steps. And I would reach the corner flag. When I came to the next match, I would go at the 18 yard and walk to the car. I can't reach out there. I said, Jesus Christ. I want this.
Village, Palmot.
Hey, the money I sample you. I said,
let me get back to Thomas. Thomas.
Hey, anyway, Sadi, ask Mr. Thomas.
Yeah.
Have you had that experience anywhere at all?
As it relates to the field size?
Yes. The movements of the field size, the smaller one and the bigger one.
When I went to Charlemont, I was expecting to play on the big field. But I played on a small field. Right. But
so what was the end score in that game though?
No, we won the game 1-0.
Came over your school and we played on your field.
And what was the score in that game?
That was 0-0, I think.
0-0.
So that means you do well. It was a
No,
reasonable
but
size field.
hold on, sorry. Try to understand about football and football improvement. If
No,
I
boss.
was able to
No.
get some more games and had time in the summer, we could have played on the bigger field because the players would have reached to the level. Gradually, as we played in the competition, they get stronger and stronger. But by the time we to start to find that little zeal now, the competition, we were out. We
We're
only
battered.
played 2 games for pre-season. We didn't have
Listen,
any match fitness, brother.
hold on, Mr. Meeks. While what you're saying has some relevance as it relates to unfit
The next thing
and
let me
side.
ask before
Hold
you
on,
go.
no man, no. Let me
Hold on.
finish.
One more thing. We broke camp 1 week before school. So we never trained for 1 week.
I know you're alone, my boss. I
So
know you're
no,
alone.
but many persons start when did
No
McGrath
man,
start their
regardless.
training?
No.
I think McGrath started training from earlier in the year.
My grass start training for last year.
Oh Jesus.
Almost last year.
So
Last year.
So then they are ahead.
What I'm saying to
As
you,
we know this year, then they are ahead. Them a champion side. So we have to go
just
get
like
into challenge mode to put your head towards the champion side they are playing against now.
Meeks can
Eh?
give him trouble. Why Meeks can give himself trouble, man? The champion side in the group is Charlie Mount, sir.
hey,
No,
Mr.
man, I
Thomas,
didn't tell, man.
unseen
Didn't
call the man
tell.
out of bed. Well,
I
on,
didn't
man.
tell.
Unseen call the man out of
No,
bed.
Charlie Mount.
Come do this. But guess what?
No.
No. Mr.
Go
Meeks,
with
what I'm
go
gonna
with
leave. The last thing I'm gonna say on this. Tactically, I'm saying big field or no big field. I understand the level of fitness that you have, and you might have a problem. But remember now, there's strategy in tactical awareness and technical awareness. Only one drill you would have done and use the entire field in your training. And maybe it's a
You're
squad
asking or
match.
you're telling?
And maybe it's a squad match. You don't do any
You're
drill
asking?
using the entire field. So you'd have used small space to do your
No
drills.
man.
That you, well,
You
no,
have simulation. You have simulation where you use the whole field. Pattern of play, simulations.
I said one drill you have. Don't I say it? You want to give me two?
Well, you ask me if it's one drill me have or you tell me. Me not understand. Explain what you ask to
You
me.
say you will have a
Yeah.
coach, you'll use one drill and the entire field of play. You'll use different size fields within the field to carry out a level of expertise or a level of drills to carry out to play the big football as much as you want to take it. You don't use the entire field. So strategy, as much as you want to say it, unfit or not or fit, you don't use the entire field for your drills. Me wrong or me right?
You're asking me or you're telling
I
me?
may ask you.
And me say no.
Good. So training.
You have to give them drill where you use the entire field. We teach them how to cover the ground.
Which one
I'm
I
tell
drill
us a pattern of play, simulation play.
You know,
This is what you not do.
You know, that's why we say I one drill we use, boss.
Sorry. Ask me something or you tell me something,
I
brother.
said it before and then you asked me ask. So I ask you. No.
Try to put something down.
Me not put nothing down.
Right, make your point. Make your point. Do it. Say what?
That means
Say what?
that will excuse about big small field thing. Me not buy into it. And no way you're gonna use that. Not at all. Because you got a big field, you got a big field on your jaw with a big side, I get a point.
So Mix, Coach Mix.
Hold on. If we had went to McGrath in the first game and played McGrath on that field in the first game, we'd have lost.
Why?
Because we couldn't cover the ground. We could not cover the ground. And McGrath is a running team. So they will, if you try press them, they will hit it down and run it down. If it's 10 ball at them play, 9.5 them are gonna run. We couldn't keep up. When McGrath met us, hold on. When McGrath met us in the final game, basically we were already in that transitional phase now where we start to cover the zone better and we were able to keep up better.
So
coach
dig till
Mix.
January just too early. Go ahead,
You
Damien.
can play a weak team on a big field and you can beat them. But when you have to play a team with fit and know what them are do, and you weak, they must beat you.
So, man, you can
I could have played you on the big field and beat them because they're not sure what them are do. But if me play McGrath or Dintel on the big field and we know strong enough,
McGrath, we don't know where them are come beat you up on your field.
What you say about McGrath, what?
How you make you come beat you up on your field when I'm sure what them are do?
I just the nature of the game. We create a million chances and never score.
How many chances did McGrath put in that
I just like.
Hold
How did you score? It's just a ball when the ball come over and the goalkeeper should catch and it drop out there and drop in our goal. I don't know what they create. I suppose one ball go to a goalkeeper and the whole match.
It doesn't matter. You never score any.
Sorry, you're analyzing. Sorry, I can't talk to you. Sorry, remember saying it on YouTube. You can't talk.
Sorry, you can't make it talk.
Hold on, Damien.
We are much we are dominating. We live in our team. We kick the ball, we lick the post, we kick you over the ball, we do everything apart from us. And I'm going to take the ball and lick it. And they just drop to a keeper and I go. And by the time we quit, a game done. So Jesus, I just want them I just want them
scoring. Look at Liverpool and Arsenal the other day. Who play better?
Boy, rough for me. I bet you say if we have Charlemont and we win a match, everybody say that. Boy, rough for me.
You talk about a game. And him say who play better. So apart from a side beating or whatever, don't you as an analyst talk about the different parts like possession.
No. You see why? Yes or no? Always not problem.
Yes or no?
No,
you want question, yes or no?
No. You can't ask me that question. But you don't answer my question. I'll know.
You never ask me a question.
So when you jump on me,
yo.
Yeah,
what I'm to know?
Right,
get personal.
Thank you very much. No, we're not get personal, man.
Party.
That's how we at it, but that's how we at it, Jermaine.
I guess.
Hold on. Jermaine started bantering. Damien, go along.
So it's a mix, good. It's a mix of friend.
Hold on, man.
Good
Damien,
friend.
let Shuku go on and then me carry you back, Sir Thomas. Are you sure? Sorry. Go on, Shuku.
The road these Charlemont men are going down, I don't like it because they might think that it's painting Charlemont in a good light, but it's showing that Charlemont is in shambles. Charlemont was in shambles, and they don't even realize what they're doing. I think the show is going down the wrong way because we bring on Mr. Thomas and we're supposed to.
Damian, stop it right there.
Never stop them, but you stop it.
Stop it right there, Damian. No show are going on already. That's where you are wrong. You're talking about the show. Mr. Thomas is the guest on the show. He is the one who brought the conversation. What are you going to tell us about? Just relax, man.
He's the one that brought it down this road?
You could like you drop asleep or something. You drop asleep.
Where's the next question, gentlemen?
Mr. Thomas, back to you.
Next
Mr.
question.
Thomas,
You want to touch base now with the Premier League, you know, with Mr. Thomas.
All right, good.
Come on, fight schoolboy football, I know, cause I big shot them. I big shot them in a zone H, zone J. Zone J, you know. but Mr. Thomas, coach.
Yeah, man.
So I see we'll get off a schoolboy football. We're probably one next day when the season get close.
All right, no problem.
We know what going. So I see where you know a coach in the Premier League and you're going to Mullines United. Mullines United now, right?
Yeah, man. Yeah, right.
Yeah. So and you took them up where? About a month now?
Probably 4 weeks now.
4 weeks now. I mean, what you hope to achieve by taking this job with a team at the bottom of just about at the bottom of the table? Only one game.
Well,
I know you're a very good coach, very good motivator, but what you hope to achieve by taking this team? You know?
I want to keep sharp. As a coach. 2, I've watched the club and I think there's something there. They have some talented players. And sometimes to go into these situations and see how best you can work your way, it can work for you, it can make you into a better coach, and it can work against you. But for me, in coaching, it is you never ever stop learning. And every year, every month you coach, you get better and better. So even losing a game, for me, you learn something from that, and you can always look back 5 years down the road. You can look back 10 years down the road. So for me, experience, gone and experience in coaching, only makes you a better coach, and coaching at this level again keeps you sharp. I do think we have enough talent there. I think we can really get ourselves together and really save relegation, and then really get a chance to plan properly and organize ourselves to come better the next year.
So
Coach,
your goal is to not to get regulated, right?
Right, that's the first one. First one.
That's the first one. And based upon the
Mm.
group of guys you have, you think you guys can prevent that from happening, huh?
Yeah, man, definitely. Definitely.
So since you've been there, what's your record? You won any game?
Yeah, we would have won the first game for the season since I've been there.
Okay.
First game the club would have won.
Right.
And that would have been the Mobile United game. So our first game we lost 1-0 to Tivoli. Second game we won. We beat Mobile United 2-1. Third game we drew Waterhouse 1-0. And then the fourth game we lost 3-0 to Cavaliers.
Was
So
that? Oh, I'm sorry to
So
cut you. I'm sorry to cut you.
based on what you're experiencing, coach, you see there's light at the end of the tunnel, yeah?
yes, man, we're doing well. And if you look at our possession against Waterhouse, possession against Tivoli, possession against Mobile United, you would have seen that we're making serious improvements.
Okay. Well,
Think you need a striker, though, Mr. Thomas.
Yeah,
The
yeah, yeah.
striker,
Jason going through a
Jason's a
rough
good,
patch.
yeah, he's a good player, but I think he missing a lot of good chances. I see you guys getting to score, and you guys
Yeah.
getting into the final third, but I think you guys just not putting the ball in the back of the net. But you guys playing good. I saw you guys play against what's the team that is on the top of the table?
Tivoli. Is it Tivoli?
No, Mount Pleasant. Mount Pleasant. And
Oh,
I
I
saw you
wasn't there that
guys
time still.
but the same team was playing against Mount Pleasant though, but that team was playing so good in the attacking third, and they just couldn't score. They just couldn't score. And I think that's the problem with that team, right? They just need to score more goals, and I think y'all would be good.
Yeah, working on that, man. Really working on that.
But sir, yes, you want a striker, but what about your defense? You have been leaking like crazy.
We are busy in the market now. We're busy in the market, and we are making some inroads in getting some players. So we are fixing that aspect of it because we've been conceding some goals as well. So we're fixing that.
Trust me,
From me, it is that just generally speaking, the technical awareness, the tactical awareness of our players right across the board, they need serious improvement. Coaching can play a part, but I'm not sure these youngsters are watching football and thinking and rationalizing stuff the way they should be doing it. It's about the fancy stuff and not where I should be when the ball is on that side. I should be here when you are there. And just reasoning out stuff. I think one of the biggest issue and challenge we might face in the country now.
You shouldn't have to be teaching this at this stage because they should be professional. You shouldn't have to teaching players where to be on the field, how to move on the field and stuff like that because they are should be professional players know that already.
Is it a pretty young team, coach? What's the average age players?
Average age probably is about 21, 22.
Yeah? So that's a young team, man.
Yeah, man, young team.
So
young team.
So your management staff, you have a understanding right now that your main objective is to save relegation for this year?
That's me.
Are they looking for something more than that from you, knowing that they have to spend big bucks to get you in?
Big box.
Mhm.
I don't know about the big box, but anyways, yeah, man, I'm literally guiding them in terms of, the aspirations might be different for some people, but for me as a coach, I'm always realistic. I live as close as possible to reality in life, and especially in football. I stay and stick to reality. So if this game is a 1 point game and we can only get 1 point, I'm going to take the 1 point and go home. That's me. So for me, no, it's just to keep the team up, keep the team away from the relegation zone, and then reshaping coming next season, pending I keep my job.
Coach Thomas, Coach.
Yeah, man, go ahead.
Yes, Mr. Thomas. Two quick questions. I haven't seen a lot of Mulline, but you emphasize on the possession in the game against Devon. Are you a possession-based team, Mulline?
Okay, let me request. Am I a possession-based coach? Those
The
are it.
team, yeah, no, the team, the Mulline's team.
You want to. The plan is to make it. Find a balance between keeping possession and yes, when do we attack? Because there can be negative possession, but it's
The reason
just
why
now to
I ask
get.
that because I know that your schoolboy team is not really a possession-based team, so I guess you would have been showing versatility there.
It depends on the
To
game we're
touch on.
playing. It depends on the game we're playing and the team we're playing.
Okay. And the next question is this.
Mhm.
I don't remember the word that you used, but Mr. Lee asked you a question. You were basically saying you want to keep yourself sharp, right? That's why you took on this job.
Right, one of the reasons.
Yeah, but you were a dumb bowling before, so you care to elaborate on why you would have leave dumb bowling?
I mean, probably no specific reason. Probably the environment at one point probably was a little bit, but no specific reason. I just figured moving on at a particular point would have been the best thing to do at
Environment
the
was
time.
toxic.
No, I wouldn't say toxic. Not at all. Not at all.
You're not fired from Dumble Holding, sir?
No, I was not fired. Not fired. Not fired at all. I've never ever been fired yet.
That's
Never.
a good thing. I asked the question though. I knew you weren't really fired, sir. But
Mhm.
last year you were doing quite well. At one stage, the coaching staff I know was very capable. You had your namesake Harold with you, and my very good friend Craig Richard Smith. And I thought that all three of you were working very good in tandem. So is it a situation that the club had to release all, or it was a one man get released and then both of you the other decided
No,
to
and
follow?
and the thing is that Aral wasn't even there a majority of the season.
Yeah, I knew when he came on.
Right, right. But I mean, Aral went to Mount Pleasant, and Aral was the one who recommended me for the job and stuff like that. So after he went to Mount Pleasant, I was there. We won the St. Catherine knockout, and I decided that probably it wasn't the best thing to stay around. So I just never I just stopped.
The thing, man, when you have what you have, you can call the shots.
Uh,
Very good. So ranking, don't hear this long time. You still on set? Or you
Yes, man. May I just listen? May I listen? You just a listen.
okay. Very busy.
No, man, me there
Service,
work, man. I go listen,
service
man.
and mutual agreement.
That's what you left Dumble Holding with. That's what your bridging
Mm.
is saying. Anyway, people, it has been almost 3 hours and 28 minutes. I will give
But
each
let me
and
let me
every one
say,
of you.
Sadiq, before you go, let me say, big up my Charlie Mount friend them, you know. Greetings to them.
You hear this man again, Bridging. Well, you can't. No,
No,
honestly,
I mix good. Him know this too. Me and him good. We and him have some long conversation with football. We never ever pass each other. Ask him, man.
no, man. We
Never.
know. Then don't go so we can go.
Parchment too, man. We good, man. We good.
We all know the thing, man. But I never know that you have this side of your door, boss.
Me?
The banter inside.
No, I don't give trouble. I don't banter people. It's just that Charlie Mount is moving in the Asians.
Jermaine.
Yeah, Pachi. Yeah, Pachi.
Pachi, you got back a lema?
Yeah, Pachi.
You got back a lema?
I buck up in the Premier League.
All right, nice. Good.
Hold on. No, I hear that. You got back a lema?
Huh?
You got back a lema?
We talked to you off here, man.
No, man, more I hear tonight. I saw the question to eat, man.
Sorry, that
me. Man say I got meet in the Premier League and you don't want to.
Meeks tell about the Asians. The big boss.
Yeah.
Meeks, how many players?
You
get Asians, Jermaine?
Meeks, how many players reach a Charlie Mount since today?
I don't have a clue where I got.
Well, yeah, I want
one.
I'm gonna say that now.
Coach Thomas, where you say Boatland?
The Boatland. But look here now, this is how they did. This is how they did, man. Hold on, man.
Mr. Thomas? Mr. Thomas?
Yes.
I thank you very much for joining us. Right, please don't go. Please don't go. Just stay right there. And ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for staying.
Mr. Meeks, remember French in the Asian, a part of French in Asian, then speaking of French. If me